It's time to get started with the Duels at Daytona. The pre-race ceremonies are underway. Let's cross over trackside for all the latest news. NASCAR is fully back in 2025 and it's time for two 60-lap races here. The Duel at Daytona is coming up. Welcome to 2025. So alongside me in the commentary box is JT and Jack as well. Evening JT, evening Jack. Here we go then, time for the Duels, another kick around the globe. And JT, today, we've got two groups, 23 and 24. It's looking very interesting, this group. I'm very excited. Briscoe in this one with Ryan Priest as well, our pole sitter in the group. And what a qualifying we had, first of all, yesterday evening.
I haven't even watched it because I was asleep.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Oh, surprise, surprise. But, yeah, I did actually wake up and I was like, I looked in the voice chat, I was like, no one's there, I'm guessing it's radio, back to sleep. Then I look at the stream, it's like, oh, there's Owens and Birch. I'm like, ah, okay. But yeah, we're here. I woke up an hour and 5 minutes ago, so here we are. And it's time for Duels at Daytona.
About the same, isn't it, Jack? What I've done. How are you, Jack?
Very good myself. I got back from like a referee meeting a few hours ago, but back here ready for the Daytona Duels. Obviously, Chase Briscoe took the pole yesterday, the first ever Toyota to take pole in the Daytona 500. Not only that, is JGR's second Daytona pole. And remember who won the race last time JGR took a pole?
Ooh.
Dale Earnhardt.
Dale Earnhardt, the number 3 is back.
20 years of trying. And you know who's in their 20th Daytona 500 this year?
Oh, go on, give us one.
Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch has never won this race. He's tried several times to do so. Maybe he could get lucky here as well. So, what are the Duels and how do they work? Well, the Duels at Daytona is decided really to set the grid from positions 11 down. So we already know who the top 10 are. And we know who the front row of the grid are. That's going to be pretty simple. Rest is up to play for. And we still have drivers who have to race their way in. One driver who is guaranteed, though, is Helio Castroneves as well, the 4-time Indy 500 champion, now looking to be a Daytona 500 champion. And Jack, starting with you on this one again. A lot of drivers have been a bit controversial with this allowed entry. What's your take? Should we allow Helio in, or does he really have to race his way in?
I'm going to give an interesting take that I haven't seen a lot of people say. We already have 36 guaranteed entries. What does one more actually make, in my opinion?
I'm with that.
That's honestly been my take. We have 36 charters already. What does one additional charter for one race actually make? And realistically, it doesn't impact the rest of the field. So, really, I don't really care. I think, sure, if NASCAR wants to get more drivers in from other sports, I have no problem with it whatsoever. It helps raise the profile of the sport. Not that it really needs to be raced in America. I mean, it's the biggest motorsport in America, so although Formula One's getting close. Whether we'll have Formula One or not, I have no idea. There might be a driver's strike, but we'll see. But yeah. Anyway, I think it's a good idea. I like it, and yeah, we'll see how Elio does.
It's going to be very interesting, JT, as well, to get it all lined up right. And now, especially, rain in the air. What's your take on Helio Castroneves? And then I'll lead you into the weather report.
It's good to see different drivers getting into NASCAR because, well, it's good to see. That's all I've got on that because, well, it's nice.
And you've got our latest weather report because it has been raining. We have had to clear the track up. What's the latest weather app?
If I can share my screen if you want me
I've
to
got it
share
on the
my
I've got it on the blog. If you've also got a screen share.
Right. Yeah, I've got a screen share.
Of course, you've got
Hold on.
both. Give me 1 minute because I don't have both. He surprised me, ladies and gentlemen, with this. Now I have both, so it's up to you when we need it.
Oh, there you go.
So that's the live weather coming in. So there is a rain cell approaching.
No,
first. Okay.
You can see how it's disappeared over the last 10 minutes. The one that was going straight from the circuit over here.
Chances of
Has
staying
just
green?
vanished. Really high at the moment. If we zoom out, as I just get a klaxon in my heads because there's a severe thunderstorm for Los Angeles. So have fun, guys.
Well, Daytona Beach is where this great sport began as well. Now we're going to see what's going to happen next in this championship. Daytona is awesome. Daytona is Daytona. And fingers crossed it's going to stay well. Let's check in with Mike Joy, Kevin Harvick, Clint Boyer then, and the rest of the Fox team up in the booth here tonight.
All right, who do you like in duel number 1?
Well, I like Briscoe. I like the speed in his car, but I just don't think that's going to happen. I think Briscoe's going to win.
Well, you liked the Chiefs last week, so.
Can you believe that?
I can't believe that. And
This is why, because I heard him say, just like Kevin's been preaching, these 10 points. Points are going to mean something. I want the points. Maybe he holds on to it.
yeah, and I hate to agree with you, but I'm going to agree with you on this particular situation. When you have a car that is that fast, if it handles that good, Mike, on a night like this where you have a shorter race, it's cool, it's night, all those things, the speed matters in this car. You want as much speed as you can tolerate and hang on to in the car.
All right, let's check with Josh Sims and Jamie Little.
All right, we're joined now by Joey Logano, a guy that has won the Daytona 500 here before. Kevin Harvick up in the booth is talking about the fact that he wants to see drivers be aggressive. He says, you got a backup car for a reason. How aggressive are you going to be out here tonight?
Is that how he was? I mean, I think he actually was most of the time. But, you know, there's something to race for, right? There's points on the table. You know, I look at this as a stage. It might not be a playoff point, but there's 10 regular season points that could add up to actually be something at the end of the day. So there's plenty of reason to go out there and race. And, yeah, anytime you put a trophy in front of me, that's going to be enough. But the points are a little added bonus.
Yeah, Harvick, we've been talking about the points and how as the season goes on, like these 10 points could be make it or break it into the playoffs or through the rounds. What's your approach tonight, though, Joey? We talked about the level of aggression you can have in this race, and you clearly probably want to race this car on Sunday. So how aggressive can you be?
To me, it's the same as coming to the end of a stage, right? The intensity will ratchet up as you come down to the end of the race, but it's not an all or nothing, right? Because it's the same thing as doing the Daytona 500, coming down to the end of the first stage or the second stage. You got to finish the race still. Yeah, we still want to get our car to the 500 on Sunday. So, like I said, plenty to race for, but you still got to be smart. You know, you're not going to throw the big haymakers like you typically would when it comes to blocks or big moves, but you're still going to see what your car can do. You're going to be willing to accept pushes and do things. You know, our heat or duel, whatever you want to call it. I always call them heat races.
You can call it whatever you want.
We know technically. But, I mean, I feel like our duel is very stacked. There's a lot of really good speedway racers in it, so it'll be a really good race.
That's funny. That's exactly what you do. After the duels get produced, you go back and you see who you think's good or not good in yours.
And that leads to my next question there. You read my mind a little bit, Jamie. We've been together too long today. But how much is establishing those friends, those guys you can work with on Sunday out there tonight?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we've all worked
You don't
together.
have any friends. I don't know what Josh is
drafting
talking about.
partners. How
Everyone
about
works
that?
together because they have selfish motives. That's really what it is. I work together when it helps me. And then that's kind of what the whole field really does, to be honest with you. But, I think it won't be any surprise you see that manufacturers all work together like normal. And at this point, everyone's kind of worked together long enough to kind of know everyone's tendencies and what they typically do. And then you just go out there and duke it out at the end. But, we're going to have to go through a pit cycle, and it depends a little bit on the strategy and those type of things. And so you'll have some allies out there you want to work with for sure. But ultimately, we want to see a blue oval in victory lane at the end. Ultimately, even more so a Penske car. Even more so myself, right? So
Selfishly,
but that's
right?
kind of how you do it. And I feel like we got a really good show Penske Mustang that can do it.
What about surprises in qualifying? We know the Fords were good. Toyota set on the pole for the first time ever in the Daytona 500. Surprised by anything you saw?
Yeah, I think everyone was a little bit surprised. The Toyotas have been, haven't qualified really well here in the past. They've been really good on other type racetracks, but to see their speed yesterday was definitely surprising. But I still feel like we're going to have the upper hand.
Feel good about it.
I feel good about our cars when we come to these racetracks. Not just our cars, but I think our teamwork, our team. We've raced up front a lot together. Team Penske in particular, and you kind of work out those, what's the right thing to do in this type of scenario, right? And you try to, the more scenarios you live through and go through, you can talk about it afterwards. The next time it happens, you know what to do. That's a big deal.
Well, he's got the track record to show the confidence out here. Good luck out there tonight, Joey.
Good luck.
We'll see how things shake out for you, but for now, let's send it back up to Mike and the boys in the booth.
Thank you, Josh. How about Ryan Preece and Josh Berry? They qualified in the top 5 last night, and what do they have to show for it? Nothing, because only the fastest 2 drivers locked into the front row for the Daytona 500. Both of these drivers, though they were fast last night, they are going to have to race tonight to earn their starting position.
Well, the good news is it sounds like Joey Logano is pretty confident in those Fords still being the dominant car, and
For those two
cars,
in particular,
they
though,
have speed.
They have speed, and they're in new opportunities, and they're excited about that new opportunity. Cars are fast.
Preece will start second and Berry third. Toyota on the pole for race number 1, Chase Briscoe. Then those 2 Fords. Then the Chevrolets of the Dillon brothers, driving for different teams, both off the RCR campus. Then Chase Elliott, or Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott behind Zane Smith. A lot of Chevrolets in race number 1, a lot of Fords in race number 2. The Toyotas are pretty equally split between the 2 races. We've seen sun, we've seen rain, and a deluge. We built an arc, we dried the track, and now we go trackside.
Daytona International Speedway, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Are you ready to get duel number 1 started? Here to give the command of fire engines is Senior Brand Manager for Busch Light, Christina Danko.
Drivers, start your engines!
Engines fired up. We're getting ready to get started here for the Duels at Daytona. Your opening 1 is coming up in a few moments' time. So, we've got Fox's TV pictures because I didn't know Premier Sports had it today, had the Duels on. I was assuming that they were just going to pick it up for the Daytona 500. So, we are working on getting TV pictures. Yes, we are. For Sunday, which I am so looking forward to. But JT will be filling in the gaps in between the sessions as well with his TV pictures. So, that is going to go
Will I? That's nice.
Yes, you are. Just a little heads up. But so for that one, yeah. So JT will be filling us in what I miss up here in the comms box. Shouldn't be too much though, because it's only 60 laps. We're only expecting 1 to 2 commercial breaks during that time. It's not going to take that long. It's effectively just a stage in the race as well, and 2 of those coming up tonight. The main Daytona 500 on Sunday is going to be very entertaining. But I'm crossing my fingers that we can get the actual stuff sorted and I can finally have live TV pictures up in the commentary box for NASCAR. I am so looking forward to it. I am crossing my fingers and crossing my toes and everything. Okay, prediction then. What's going to happen in duel number 1, JT? Who do you think is going to go through, and who do you think is going to have a big one?
I think it's going to be a calm duel. Jack said off air just before we went on that a duel 1 is normally a calm one. Yes, it is. Duel 1 is not a calm one. And we, I think, are going to get a more active Duel 2. So expect a Duel 1 podcast, quite possibly.
Yes, even though it's only 60 laps, it usually happens, Jack, doesn't it? We had that last year. What are you thinking as we come into Duel number 1?
All right, well, the stakes are not particularly high, at least in this duel, because Truex obviously locked in on speed in qualifying. But the other cars in here, we got Allgaier, Castroneves, Chandler Smith, and Yaley. I think Allgaier gets in, and then Castroneves obviously locked in via the open exemption provisional. That's a mouthful to say, but I think Truex gets ahead on the duel and wins out of the open cars. And I think that, as a result, that would go to Allgaier. So I think Yaley and Chandler Smith, unfortunately, are heading home, which sucks for them, as I didn't even get to see Yaley do his lap in qualifying because Fox went to commercials.
They did, yeah. I was very annoyed about that. Yaley yesterday.
My lord and saviour, JJ Yaley.
It was a 51.055 though he did. It was one of the third slowest times of the day, so I didn't do too badly for him. As we are getting all set to come back up to the booth, the drivers are venturing out of pit road. And we'll get ready for the green lights to go on. Here's our battle screens then as well. This is our commentary screen for the duels. We've got the Daytona 500 logo for 2025 in the corner because everybody complained that when we were at Bowman Gray, it didn't actually, look good just having a blank space. So we fixed the Taylor Swift plot hole error as only we could. It's time to get going though. Ready for the duels of Daytona.
To conquer the duel. If you want to make it to the big show, you're gonna have to pay the piper.
Green flag goes in the air. Oh, yeah.
150-mile sprints.
Forward.
Ready. Pressure's on them, boys.
Set.
Go kick the map.
Welcome to the Duel at Daytona.
There's no place like home. And that's how NASCAR views the Daytona International Speedway. Welcome to the Duel at Daytona. 2 races, 60 laps each, 150 miles across it. Duel 1 sets the Daytona 500 inside lane. Duel 2 sets the outside lane. Chase Briscoe is already on pole position, and Austin Cindric will start second in the Daytona 500 as well. Those positions will already be locked in. Drivers are locked in as well. Martin Truex Jr. and Jimmy Johnson qualified their way in with speed yesterday evening. But already drama for the number 9 of Chase Elliott, our Victor at Bowman Gray. Brake ducts need changing and some new fuel line going in. So already the brake oil, JT, needs changing and it's going to cost him. He might not even take the start to this race. And that is a big alarm because, it's dueling still.
Yeah, start a couple of laps away still yet, but that's not looking good. Bit of oil going in as well. Officials keeping an eye on it, but the grid is side by side, getting ready to fall.
Jack, how crucial this is for Chase Elliott if he doesn't get out there for this duel?
He's in a Hendrick car. I don't think he'd really care personally. Obviously, starting position is crucial, but Hendrick are one of the top teams here, obviously. So, and realistically, they used to do well in qualifying the last few years. This year in the race, though, last year was the first time Hendrick won a 500 in 10 years. Dale Earnhardt Jr., who actually has a car in this race, was the last one. So realistically, I don't think it'll impact Chase that much. But obviously, the higher starting position is definitely preferable.
So the conditions are interesting out here as well as the situation begins to bubble up. The duels at Daytona. This is the first.
Did we also just lose Priest down to pit road?
I think Ryan Priest has just come down pit road. Yes, he has. And that was our second place starter. Chase Briscoe then will line up unexposed on row number 1. Ryan Priest is in pit box as things stand. Row 2 sees Josh Berry alongside Austin Dillon. Row 3 sees Ty Dillon and Zane Smith. Row 4 of the grid, that takes us down with Kyle Busch alongside Chase Elliott. Row 5, well, that's going to go with Michael McDowell, the man who started on the opening row last year. And let's have a word, first of all, with Kyle Busch.
Well, you're up, buddy. 3 dual wins under your belt. What's it going to take to get a 4th? These RCR cars are fast, and I also want to know. You've been feeling, it's got it. You've heard it. We've all been talking about it. 20 years of trying. We heard the legendary Mike Joy's voice over the Dale Earnhardt win. That's got to be on your mind, getting this Harley J. Earl trophy in your hands.
Well, first things first, let's try to finish the duel. These RCR cars certainly have been fast. Our Chevys have been running up front, been strong, and contending for wins in both duel races these last 2 years, but we've also wrecked and brought our backup cars out. We've had really good fast cars in the backup during the 500 too, so just got to put it all together, got to try to execute, do a good job, make sure hit all of our stuff and stay out of trouble. Trying to win this one, but more importantly, have a car that's capable like this one to go into Sunday's race.
Well, buddy, you're one of the best in the business to do it. I can't wait to watch. Good luck.
Right on, thank you.
Row 5 sees Michael McDowell alongside AJ Allmendinger. Row 6 on the grid, that takes us as well as Josh Berry comes down pit road. Row 6, William Byron and Martin Truex Jr., who has raced his way in this year, of course, the number 56. Ty Gibbs in the number 54 lines up on row 7 alongside Tyler Reddick. And row 8 of the grid, Bubba Wallace starts in 15th. He's alongside Justin Haley, who starts 16th on outside of row 8. Row 9 sees Justin Allgaier alongside Carson Hocevar. And the 10th row of the grid, Ross Chastain alongside 4-time Indianapolis 500 champion Helio Castroneves. First of all, Tariq Smith and Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Daytona 500, as an owner, what'd you tell your driver Justin Allgaier before he climbed in?
I believe in him, and I believe in the car. We're as prepared as we can be to go out there and do it. And if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But we can't say that we're not ready, because we are. We should be a lot of fun. I mean, I'm nervous, yeah, but I'm also really having a good time. So this is awesome. I mean, being in the Cup Garage is a dream come true, and hopefully we'll get there one day. But we're loving this.
Good luck tonight. Thanks, man. Mike.
So, there is one more pace lap to come through. As I said, row 10 sees Ross Chastain alongside Helio Castroneves. Row 11, that takes us to Ricky Stenhouse Jr. alongside Chandler Smith. And row 12, JJ Yellerly down at the back of the field in 23rd. And last place, he'll start on the inside line. So, good news is all cars are out on the circuit and will take the start of this duel, including Ryan Preece and Chase Elliott as well. Helio Castroneves starting 20th at Duel 1, the 4-time Indianapolis 500 champion. And JT, we know what this man can do, but this is literally his 4th time in a Cup car.
Yeah, only his 4th time in a Cup car, and guys, I've been distracted.
Oh, yes.
NASCAR, if you are going to publish a new live timing website, please make sure it works before you publish it. Thank you.
Why? Does it? What have they published?
The NASCAR.com/live results is different, and it's broken for me.
Have a look. Have you not got our login pages like normal?
No, I'm trying to get the scanner audio, and the scanner audio bit is broken, but the race bit is fixed.
If it helps, NASCAR has also disappeared from me. Okay. They do like making things difficult for us, don't they, as we start off the new year? They have got a new leaderboard. And it's just gone to how to watch for me, JT, as the field comes down pit lane, Michael McDowell backwards. So that is 9 down to 23 now into the pit lane. Yeah, not great there, is it? Oh, if you hit the raw feed, you get a timeline.
Yeah, but the scanner audio isn't working on the top right.
No, it's not.
JB. That's what I'm after.
Tell you what though, how much information do you need?
True.
No, not you. I've just looked at the new timing tower on the website, and it's like 25 pages worth of information. I like our timing pages that we get from the World Feed. To be fair, that you see at home actually. That timing page is the same one. That is Ross Chastain, who has come down pit road with the bonnet up. So he's having to do a couple more. And we're not having much luck, are we, to get this race started? They've already extended it by 2 extra laps. So we're not having much luck here. Pace car lights are out. That's Buster. Now, I want to say Orton.
I would say Orton.
Yeah. Which...
Let me look up who this guy is.
The honorary pace car driver. That immediately, though, it's an electric Chevrolet, but to hear the word Orton, it just makes me think of Doctor Who and John
I got it.
Oh, God.
He's the Senior Director of Transportation at NASCAR.
Ah. Of course.
Found that on his LinkedIn.
Yeah. Oh, Jack on the LinkedIn immediately. Of course, yeah. It just makes me think of John Pertwee, who was the third Doctor in the 1970s, shouting at the Brigadier, "The Ortons! Bullets can't stop them!" It's one of the most famous lines of all of Doctor Who. So, anyway. They're lining up, though, ready to come through. JT, we've been at Daytona too much. I expected to go through the Le Mans chicane.
They used to.
They did. 55-mile-an-hour pit road. Fuel window is between 40 and 44 laps. Tension rising. We're all set to go here. How long is long? How quick can this race go by and as smooth as possible? It's not the 500, folks. This is for qualifying positions. Chase Briscoe and Ryan Preece already locked in. They get an experiment as to how they will start the 67th running of the Daytona 500. That is Ross Chastain already up to speed, desperately trying.
He's going to do a Kyle Busch restart.
He is, isn't he, to catch the back of the field. Elliott's in position, so he's made the race. He's chasing up to the back nicely. Here we go. Pace car comes in. Ready for the restart zone. All set then for the Duel at Daytona. NASCAR is green. Good start from Ryan Preece. Chase Briscoe immediately now going to lose out in the middle half through turn 1 because Preece left off the outside line and got the bump from Austin Dillon and from Josh Berry. So it's a good start there for the 60. They fly out of 2 down the backstretch already. 2 by 2. Not looking for too much drama as we come into 3 and 4.
Daly's already off the pace.
And they're even
I can
trying
already
to
see
make it
him.
3.
He's well off the pace.
Yeah, he's lifted off massively. And already as well, a segregation in the field coming as they blast past us once more. So, end of lap 1. And it's going to be Ryan Preece take the lead, or is it? Because Preece goes right there. Yep. Ryan Preece leads lap 1. So calm start there, JT, and that's what they needed to do because you can't wreck. You have to go to a backup car. We saw last year when we had wrecks how much that massively affects the conditions of the main racing cars. So you've got to keep it smooth.
Yeah, absolutely, keeping it smooth. By the way, Chastain was at turn 2 when the pack was at turn 3 on lap 1. Through turn 3 we go. Preece on the outside, Briscoe still on the inside at the moment. All smooth for now.
Yeah, it's...
Currently all guy would go through.
And across the line again. Still, it's the 19 of Briscoe been given the lead through the tribal into 1 and 2. I think Yellowlee's capped up at the back. He has a bit of something flying off of Ryan Preece there. Corner! Into the wall!
Yeah.
38! Zane Smith. Something was sparking. That to me looks like a puncture. He hasn't. He's just brushed the wall, thankfully, but that was a puncture. Now, I saw something come off the 60. Let's have a look. Has it fallen back off the back of Preece into the 38's path? We're taking a look at the 38 now. Is that just a failure mid-corner? Oh, yes, it was. Tyler goes.
Oh. Sucks for Zane.
They were worried about that. Mid-tyre failure. Caution out lap 3 of Duel 1. And there is Joseph Newgarden in an IndyCar advert.
I love that advert so much.
It's a great advert. It's one of my favorites.
It's all so good. Fox, I wonder if you could put this amount of effort into promoting NASCAR. There we go.
I must admit, I liked the Alex Palou being haunted by milk one, as well as that was
quite funny.
That was very funny.
I like Joseph's one best.
Oh yeah, Mike had hated it as well with the drink. Right, so caution out for the 38 incident at turn 4. Just a quick rundown of how things stand at the moment. It is Chase Briscoe, Ryan Preece, Josh Berry, Ty Dillon, Austin Dillon, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Michael McDowell, AJ Allmendinger, Ty Gibbs, the top 10, William Byron, Justin Haley, Martin Truex Jr., Chandler Smith, Bubba Wallace, Justin Allgaier, Tyler Reddick, JJ
Staying
Yeley.
back on pit road.
Ah, okay. Cash Neves, 19th, Ricky Styles Jr., 20th, Carson Hosford, 21st, Zane Smith, as you say, in pit lane, and Ross Chastain, 23rd as well. Smith into pit lane. Now, who did you say, Jack, is going to race their way in at the moment?
As it stands, if Truex is the highest open car, it will be Allgaier who gets in.
And that is in
As he is the next fastest guy on qualifying that is not locked in.
So
Because obviously Jimmy Johnson locked himself in. As well as that, I thought I'd just give a little bit of a crew chief thing for those that are interested in that. 2 crew chiefs ejected for the weekend yesterday. That was Todd Gilliland's crew chief, that is Chris Lawson, and Cody Ware's crew chief, which is Billy Ploward. I hope I pronounced your name right, mate. For something to do with the weight violation, I think. But yeah, both of their crew chiefs got ejected. We got Kevin I can't pronounce your surname, I'm so sorry. Reboledo as Gilliland's crew chief, and a name that NASCAR fans will definitely find familiar as Cody Ware's crew chief, Tommy Baldwin.
Oh, he's back. Oh, okay.
He works as competition director for Rick Ware.
Steps back in as well for spotting duties this weekend then. So we fly in. Caution is going to come in now. We've been racing for nearly 6 minutes, so we are going to head back to green flag conditions here at Daytona. And if you're a basketball fan, that follows Fox Sports 1's programme here this evening as well. And it's Saturday, 7:30 Eastern, Michigan State versus Illinois. It's going to be one to watch as we race towards March Madness. Caution's out for the 38, having a puncture mid-corner at turn 2 and just brushing the wall. No damage to the car, but the way it let go, yeah. That's an alarming trait for the race that we were 3 laps in before the caution came out. Just blew. JT, would you think that was bodywork rubbing that caused that?
Possibly. Or it could have just been a puncture, but if it was just a puncture, what caused that puncture?
NASCAR have swept the track. Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh, and he's left all sorts of metal shards down the pit lane as well to come in. So that's going to get even worse as we take a look at the lap time deltas. So there's 55 to go in this stage. I'm loving my new monitor up here in the commentary box this year. It's basically the same. It's the same stuff we had previously, but on a much bigger monitor. So we've gone from having a little 18-inch monitor to about a 32-inch monitor directly below the main 40-inch monitor we commentate on above us.
In other words, he gets to see my beautiful face even larger.
Yeah, that's definitely a disadvantage. That's not going into it. I kid. Yeah, that's an advantage because I can actually see the co-coms now and all of them when they're in
You
the
can
line.
also see my owl logo even larger on the screen, which is way better.
That is true. To show that, to show what Owl's logo is, I will click him. There you go. On
there you
the
go,
Discord.
you get to see me. It's not even a little owl. It's a burrowing owl.
Yeah, you got the little owl right.
Out of focus
burrowing
camera
owl,
on
that my
the
brother took.
international feed.
But yeah, so I've got a bigger monitor, which means for once, beforehand, if I wanted to see the commentators, I had to go really close to the monitor to see them if they were showing me something. Now I don't have to; I can just glance down easy enough.
Cars down pit road, by the way, guys. 4 tyre change on the number 40.
So they are going to change tyres. Yeah.
Do you want to know who is in front at the current moment?
Oh, please. Oh, it's
54. Ty Gibbs.
That is a surprise, considering he's come back from the 10th row of the grid. Pato O'Ward is now on the TV screen with his Fox commercial.
Goat.
Second place again, of course, at the 500. How much more can he take? I reckon O'Ward's going to come in this year with a stronger attitude. It's shaping up to be a fantastic year for IndyCar, and we've got a big season coming for it as well, with all of the sessions live. I can't wait to get going in a couple of weeks. I really can't. IndyCar's... and here we go, cars down pit road now.
That's like a 2-minute ago replay, by the way.
I was going to say, because they'll all come through, yeah. And they're all going through quite quick as now. Yes, anyway, to finish my point on TV pictures, we have this device that you see at home, the laps and rundown. I could never read it before because it was absolutely tiny. Now, I can read it all. For once, it's actually a useful data screen to me, and not just a little tiny bit of text filling up the screen.
Hold on, guys. Cars coming down pit road again. Gibbs included, so Gibbs was not involved in that run last time. So we've got a new leader.
JB panics as the TV pictures die on him, and he worries that Megan's laptop's going to switch off. We really have lost TV pictures massively. JT, you know what to do. You've got pictures.
Hi. Cars coming back out of pit lane, and that, I think, guys, is the number 40 coming down for the second time down in pit road. I saw in the background. Yes, it is the number 40 of Allgaier. Exits pit road for the second time in 2 laps. So keep an eye on that number 40 car. And just waiting for the live timing to update. It's Briscoe on the inside. And look at that. It's the 21 of Josh Berry. Not Harrison Burton as it was last year. Go on. What are the penalties?
Apparently, according to the legend himself, Bob Pockcross, apparently several cars have been penalised. Firstly, Zane Smith's actually done for the night.
Alright.
And secondly, several cars apparently will go to the tail of the longest line for entering pit road while closed.
I'm guessing that was all of the Gibbs and stuff.
I reckon that was the first amount of cars.
Awesome. Lap 7 of 60, doubled up, getting ready for the restart. Coming out of turn 4, side by side. We'll wait for the pace car to pull off the circuit. Waiting for the green to drop for the second time today. End of lap 7, start of lap 8. The Chevrolet pace car turns left, and it's over to Briscoe on the inside. Josh Berry on the outside. We're green at Daytona once again as we start lap 8 of 60. Good start from Berry. Good start from Briscoe. They're still side by side as they go in towards turn 1. And a little bit of a gap forming. And the field separating once again. Out of turn 2, down the backstretch we go. Austin Dillon getting pushed by Chase Elliott a little bit further back. And that is the 21 of Josh Berry using that push as an advantage from the number 3 of Dillon.
Hello.
To go 2 car lengths in front as we enter turn 3 on the first lap of the restart. Hello, JB.
How massively behind are my TV pictures now?
Very massively behind. We're about to finish the first lap on the screen.
You take you.
Okay, awesome. Dillon goes down low, and that is also the number 9 of Chase Elliott who has got in front of Austin Dillon. So it's Berry And then Elliott up on the high line there, 1 and 2 on the high line, and then on the low line, 1 and 2, it's Austin Dillon and the number 19 of Chase Briscoe. On board with AJ Allmendinger as we go down the backstretch in the number 16 car. He's currently scored as 7th, but looking at the TV pictures, he is 5th, so he's gotten 2 places up in 3 turns as we go in towards the 3rd turn now. McDowell is giving Elliott a little bit of a push as well as Berry, and that is helping Berry get a little bit further out in front. And Berry is, well, the top 3 are starting to separate a little bit from the main pack.
Please tell me where you're getting your TV pictures. I am way behind you.
Premier Sports 1, it's like live cable, yeah. Anyway, Berry, Elliott, McDowell, Dillon, Allmendinger, Briscoe, Haley, Smith, Bush and Gibbs, your top 10 as we head in towards turn 3 once again. The number 7 of Haley ran the outside of the number 3 of Austin Dillon. Briscoe behind them as well with Smith. On board with Carl Busch as we go in towards the tri-oval. One more time, we start lap 11. Berry dropped from 2nd to 5th in that one lap. And yeah, Chandler Smith making moves around the outside. Elliott has moved up to the middle of the 2 lines, and he is defending for his life. The number 9 Napa of Chase Elliott, and moves up to the high line to block the number 21 of Berry, and then keeping an eye on the number 71 of McDowell. Will Chase Elliott move down to the low side to block him as well? McDowell coming up the inside. Not at the moment. That is someone making a move. They're going 3 wide as someone is off the pace, I do believe, at the back.
Hello.
We stay green for now. Hello.
How's this? Better.
You have teleported 3 turns in front of what we were.
Fantastic. So, lap 12, Elliott, Berry, Haley, McDowell, Smith, the top 5. I've also just had to go ahead that on there is Chase Briscoe now. I've done in 22nd position. So, that's not the best news, but he's still got okay to do.
Yeah, he had an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, what happened, JT? Give me information while I was running around.
Chandler Smith started making moves.
Right. That explains a lot.
And the field got Chase Ellioted as he was at, like, the top 3 were like 5 car lengths in front at one time. It was, just Chase Elliott shenanigans.
We've had the go-ahead. We will have Premier Sports for this year.
Nice.
So, here's Hocevar in 20th position, looking back as well as I continue on. Over the line and far away, Bubba Wallace comes to play. He's with he's with Justin Allgaier and Byron, who's down in 18th position, trying to push his way through. Big one there!
Smith!
The 66 involved, the 44 going down, but that's a huge hit for Chandler Smith, the curse of the commentator. That front end is completely smashed up. I don't think I've ever seen a NASCAR like that. That front end is literally been smashed in.
I definitely have.
Huge impact there.
He got hooked into the wall.
Yeah.
He definitely got hooked. Because the last time I saw a car with that shape of a front end was when Denny got right hooked by Chase Elliott at Charlotte. That's horrible.
Yeah,
and that's his 500 chances done.
Oh, and the 91 too!
Oh, Elio too!
Castro Neves getting in that. He is already inside for the Daytona 500, but Castro Neves is out, and did he cause that crash? He's got damage on the front right side of his Wendy's 92 Trackhouse. 91 Trackhouse, I should say, sorry.
Gibbs. I think Gibbs hooked Smith. That's what it looked like to me. Those were the 2 nearest to each other at the time. I think Yaley might have also got caught in that, by the way, as well. In other words, Justin Allgaier's just been given a free pass, basically, into the 500.
Very true. So now the AMR safety crew will make sure everyone's out. And this AMI safety crew telling Helio what to do. Because, of course, it's different to get out of an Indy car. Got a lot of things to shut off. Make sure that no fire extinguisher goes off or anything like that. Right, let's take a look. We've highlighted Chandler Smith's car. Was running 3rd in class. And you see the 54's coming on the outside. It's the 7.
This isn't the Rolex, JB.
Yeah. What was I saying?
Third in class. This isn't the Rolex, JB.
Third in run as well. But it's the 7 of Justin Haley, as you say, who tags the bottom left of the 66. And, well, to be fair, I'd say that's the 66's fault, wouldn't you? The 91 just got caught up in it, because what was Chandler Smith doing cutting down that far? And where was his spotter telling him that he's got the 7 of Justin Haley right there? I don't think Haley could have done a thing there. Yeah, and unfortunately, Cash Neves, 4 hits to the wall he's had there today. No steering at all. Second caution of the night.
Was that on his own?
That was on his own, yeah. The steering had broken, so the front wheel was flapping around, and he went over the banking to the flat surface and then shot back up again. So not the best situation he's suffering from there. So, caution's out, everybody, with 45 to go.
MBM too.
So
I hurt MBM a lot. They do not have a lot of Gen 7 cars.
No, they don't. Still, this actually helps, correct me if I'm wrong, the number 19. Let's see where he is on our board. Chase Briscoe's back up to 15th place, everybody, in all that ensuing drama. So it helps.
Problems down at the 60, guys, with Ryan Preece once again. Looking at the front right tyre, hood has just come up and they've got the exact same bottle of oil that they had last time. And fire, big fire down at the number 60. Where are the fire extinguishers, guys? Still not a fire extinguisher. There, bottle of water used. Where are the fire extinguishers, guys?
So that's Ryan Preece out of the race then, if by the sounds of it.
Second bottle of water being used now.
My
Third
goodness.
bottle of water being used now. Where are the fire extinguishers, guys? This is a NASCAR pit road. There's millions of them.
This is unbelievable.
And they've spilt the bottle of oil in the process, so hopefully that doesn't go up.
This is nigh on unbelievable. You do not see things like this ever, especially in a pit lane and so safety orientated. I'm relying on JT's voicing here because we don't have international pictures. This is insane.
And I'm surprised about that, guys. Ryan Preece, fire out, bonnet down, oil bottle on the floor, straight back out on track.
How on earth do you even do that these days?
His car was literally on fire and they've just gone, yep, back out.
Right.
Back out you go.
Car's driving down pit road now, but can I just point out, are Fox going to show us this incident, the fire? Because so far they have not shown a replay once since they've come back from commercial. So right now, the average fan watching on television does not know that we've just had a fire down pit road. I am very surprised about this. As the 40 car gets serviced, there's Gibbs getting some duct tape. So he's had damage out there too. I'm a bit shocked about this. Right, here we go.
Here we go.
No.
Wait, no. Wow.
And they're going to commercial! What? And there's the 91 going back up. What on earth are you doing, Fox? What? Fire down pit road? They didn't even mention it. Are you joking me? Wow. I'm just going to message that so they know that there was a fire and nobody got told.
Only open cars that escaped the wreck, by the way, were Allgaier and Truex is already in. So basically, Allgaier has pretty much locked himself in, and there's a penalty down pit road for Ty Dillon. Speeding.
JT, what can you see on the track while I sort this?
Literally, I don't think there's going to be any racing tape left, the amount they've used on the 54.
I'm just trying to say this to Matthew Owen so he can tell it on USON. How Fox missed it?
Jeez, that is a hard. I was looking at my phone when I checking Twitter when the replay was shown. I just saw it. Jeez, that is a hard hit. But goodness me, that is a Carl Edwards type block though.
Just literally, just what I mean, just to shove up the track. There was nothing that could be done about it whatsoever.
Nothing Yaley could do wrong. Nothing, not Yaley, Haley did wrong. There, like, for me,
it was
Smith just comes down straight into
Yeah.
Haley and unfortunately turns himself into the wall.
Number 19 of Briscoe coming down into pit road, fuel and 4 tyres.
So, not even Bob Pockrass has mentioned this far, by the way. So I'm very surprised what's going on right now.
Maybe no one saw it.
Unless they're not looking at the international TV pictures. Madness to see what's going on right now.
Have you told Owens, or do I need to tell
I've
Owens?
texted him. I've texted him.
Right.
I will, however, just have to text Megan because my TV pictures have gone from looking like they are 4K to I need Specsavers.
Let me just see how many people have mentioned Ryan Freese Fire on Twitter.
Anybody? Or are you the only one who found it? That'd be insane. Here we go.
The official RFK Racing has tweeted before Fox has said anything about it.
Well, breaking news. This is why you watch JB Motorsports, everybody. JT saw it. We brought it to you before even the official broadcasters did. How?
I'm sending it in comms chat, and I'll send it to Owens as well.
Oh. Okay, Megan makes a good point. There's not actually a stream there to come through. Megan's now doing the mouse around. JT, could you take over while I sort this out?
I can do. There's not really much to talk about other than cars going round at 55 miles per hour, but sure, why not? Welcome to JBM. As drivers are being told that they can run hard now for the rest of the race. No more fuel saving needed as we start lap 19 of 60. And with no fuel saving, well, it's going to get a little bit crazy, guys. And look at that moon in the sky. Big moon in the sky tonight. As I believe we are going 2x2. And Bob, no, we're not going 2x2 because we're still jet drying on the circuit. And Bob Pockrass has said, for those wondering, if all open cars crashed and none can drive away from the wreck and complete the lap, it goes back to the order they were in at the finish of the previous lap. Scoring is laps completed in least amount of time. Jack gets dropped on the 54. And has he stalled it? Because he didn't get going. Here's another look at the replay. Straight up into the wall.
Ooh.
And bang. Big contact for the 66. That is not a nice wreck. But
get your kicks on Route 66.
That's going to hurt in the morning.
That was his own fault, though.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
that's going to hurt in the morning, that is.
And then that's the 7 getting turned up.
Oh, so he's had a whack as
well.
well.
Second big impact. And the 91 did actually get involved with the 7, but he had extra involvement further on.
Cars involved, the 66, the 7, the 54 and the 91.
I was told the 44 and the 23 also had a little bit of damage.
66 and the 7 are behind the wall. Cars officially out, the 38 and the 91. Oh, it's that apron hit for Cashton Evers I don't like.
There's no way in the world they're getting that 66 fixed.
No. That is done. Right, caution coming
Back
in.
here,
Go on.
we'll be back here tomorrow at least for the truck race.
Very true. Are you covering the truck race, GT?
I think I'm down for it. Yeah, I'm down for all three.
I intend to cover it.
If my sleep, allows me to.
Oh, this is... Look how many penalties there's been.
But, by the way, Geico no longer sponsors the restart zone. There is no sponsor for the restart zone this year. As we head back to green flag running, Elliott, Berry, Austin Dillon, Chastain, Byron, Allmendinger are the top 6 in the running in the 2x2s. And now the field very much is starting to split up again. But they are running so close together now. Berry getting a push from Chastain. And Austin Dillon pushing Elliott out of 1 and 2. And Byron and Allmendinger right there trying to close up as well on the backstretch. Well, this is going to end in tears if they're not careful. They're already going over the double yellow line.
Shortest restart outside row ever, just of 5 cars. The inside was the longest at like 1 million. And JB, by the way, while you were fixing TV pictures, all cars have been told that they don't have to fuel save anymore, so it's going to get chaotic.
It is go, go, go then, as we get Berry leading across the line on board with Chastain. By the way, so even though International Pictures had that fire, Fox have not broadcast that fire at all. So, thumbs up, Fox. There's your first big no-no of the year. They've completely missed the fact that Ryan Preece was on fire. How?
Matt Owens just tweeted too.
Yeah. Good.
Fox doesn't help themselves with the public by missing so many accidents while on pointless onboard shots. There's now a streaming home strictly for onboard cameras. Maybe by cutting down from them a bit.
Yeah. We don't need the amount of cameras that they have for onboards. Is it me, or is the audio wrong? I can barely hear the cars, I can hear the commentators more. Yeah, it sounds like the Fox's audio's glitching on this ad break back. Maybe they've changed the system round. So Berry, Chastain, Elliott, Byron, Austin Dillon, Wallace. Now Allmendinger gets ahead of Wallace as they fix it up. Berry turns up to the high line.
For McDowell for improper lineup.
Oh, so again, that's because he was so far back from that lineup. It was unbelievable. Yeah, Fox have got problems, I've just been told. So Fox have got problems. Apparently, if you're watching stateside, you can confirm it to us, but you're not getting audio out of one of your TV sounds. So Fox have got big issues right now, as we're on board with Bubba Wallace.
Not the only issues they have.
Yeah. Blindness seems to be. Stevie Wonder could
Also,
produce a better show.
The restart zone, by the way, can we sponsor the restart zone? We get the JB Motorsports restart zone.
I like it. The action zone, let's call it that.
Yeah, call us up, alright?
I'm down for that. Geico no longer sponsor it, and they haven't picked up an official sponsor for this year. It's just the restart zone. Credit One Bank, I believe, is still sponsoring the white flag. However, we'll find that out soon, because we didn't have that back at Bowman Gray. Lot of sponsors lost recently. On board with Chastain. Look behind to Berry. And Austin Dillon's been left. He's on the inside line. He's got absolutely no one to draft with, and he's not getting a push. But at the same time, the 21 goes up high to make it a 3-car lane. He's on the dust. He's on the high line. As Brighton go into the wall, and he is sunk like a stone. Unfortunately for Berry, as the 70. Yeah, that's the. Which one is that coming down the road?
71.
McDowell, yeah. I'm not used to McDowell in the 71. I'm used to him in the other one.
Yeah, he used to be in the 34.
Yeah. Second last year on the track, of course. And pole position in Atlanta.
I just got absolutely deafened in my ears by klaxon.
So, let's take a look at a replay, and this is what happened. Oh, debris!
Ow.
Flying off into the exit of turn 3.
That's a windscreen.
Yeah, where's that windscreen wiper come from?
Where's the yellow?
They might have to throw it. To be
Right,
fair.
Never mind. I literally flashed back and
Yellow flag.
they've gone yellow for debris.
Yeah. Debris turn 4. They had to. They've let it continue until now. Let's go from Chase.
It's going to get for practice for Sunday. First off, big hit. Are you okay? And what exactly happened that led to that impact with the wall?
Yeah, no, basically I was really taking it easy on the high side and trying to understand. I lost my leader guy, which was Ross Chastain right on the beginning of the race. And but then it's just taking it easy, understanding how to approach the throttle, not trying to be too aggressive and not to brake too hard. It's kind of like interesting. It was a lot of fun. I was having a great time. I escaped, from the first accident right there because everything, when you were running on top, everything goes high, right? So unfortunately, the second one, I don't know who it was, just hit me. So I hit really hard and broke the toe link. And I should have bring it down on the warm-up lane. I was a little bit fast, and the second hit was a little bit tough. But I was having a good time. So, but the good news is, hopefully the guy's gonna be able to fix the car. And but I learned so much, how to save fuel, how to some small details that folks from the other side of TV don't understand. It's so interesting, and I love it. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to take obviously the provisional. That's not what we wanted, but we will. And in the end, we have more to learn.
All right, Elio Castroneves will roll off 41st on Sunday.
So caution's out, but he's going to be 41 cars in the 500. Sorry, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Contact between Yaley and Bubba that I was on about.
Oh, well, they really missed a lot, didn't they, on the broadcast? Like, a serious amount.
Yeah.
What else is there? Trying to find what it was that I saw. But no, took them about a lap to throw the caution for debris, but there we go.
They aren't getting
Have we
there, are
worked out what car it came off?
Oh, and I've just realised as by saying it, with the 91 having to race on the provisional entry, that means that team now no longer get their money because they're here on automatic entry. So that Project 91 car is running at a loss and the team don't get paid.
Right.
So that is a massive disappointment.
It came off the 40. Look at that. Oh, wait, you can't see it.
No, we can't. Yeah, so it came off the 40 then.
Right side window missing off the 40. He's not had... Yeah, he's not had a good day. Oh, never mind. 54 is getting more work. Did it come off two cars, the 54 and the 40? Because, well, I can't see the Monster Energy or the 54. No, it isn't the 54. They've just put the side window back in. I believe it was the 40 because he came in without a window. But I can't see the right-hand side Monster Energy logo or the 54 on the whole right-hand side because it's all just racing tape. For context, JB, I have a klaxon in my ear every single time a severe thunderstorm warning or tornado warning is issued.
That's not going to get distracting for you at all, is it?
No. It's basically a possible... It's got a tornado possible tag and a considerable damage threat tag. So, Los Angeles, it's not like you've had a wild month or so.
I'm going to have a fire-nado at this rate.
Just to come in from what Matthew Owens, who'll be joining us in the box for the second duel, has tweeted. He said, Fox...
Is he on USON?
Yes. He says,
Nice.
Fox doesn't help themselves with the public by missing so many accidents whilst on the pointless but onboard shots. There's now a streaming home for strictly onboard cameras. Maybe try and cutting down a bit from them. That's what you two read out a moment ago.
I agree with him.
I agree as well.
I've just looked at the Cal Fire website. You cannot write this up. It says in the currently active incidents, Palisades Fire, Eaton Flood.
Eaton Mess.
How can there be an Eaton Fire and a Eaton Flood at the same time? That is just so California. Like everything happened.
update from Justin Haley. Chandler Smith apologised to him in the care centre, said that he got told he was clear.
So that spotter needs
spotter.
Yeah, a replacement.
Oh, behind the wall, the number 19 of Briscoe.
Well,
He doesn't need that.
he is our pulse hitter, but it goes from bad to worse, doesn't it, out there today?
So, guys, whose window did that come out of? Because we've had one car without a window, we've had another car go behind the wall. Whose was it?
I go with the suggestion that's all of them.
Because all Gaia definitely came in without a right-hand side window on the international feed.
So, we are coming to the green flag, I believe. Just a quick thing, that the United Kingdom has ordered the closure of Stake, the gambling website, and that's Sauber's main sponsor. So, yeah, that's going on there. So, we're getting ready to go back to green flag. I've just seen the video myself. I've literally just seen the video myself, and we will show you the video in between the sessions of the fire. Can't believe that they just missed
JB?
it. Yes, I'm here. Yep, what?
Hello, you lagged.
Oh, I was going to say, I will show the video of the fire in between the duels
Nice.
on our battle screen. Because we can do that now, because we have awesome skills, and we can show replays of NASCAR because NASCAR are nice and they like us.
One of the comments on Jeff Gluck's tweet is race control and Fox already in mid-season form.
Here we go again. Green flag at Daytona. We go racing. Elliott leads away. Chastain, Austin Dillon, Byron, Allmendinger, Wallace. Truex already up to 7th. And I thought we were going to see him go bye-bye, but Truex is still here with a hello. And, yep, look, I've still got space, I've still got the time, and I'm still going to attack. And Elliott really under pressure with Dillon and Byron again. They're still closing up at the front as they fly out of 2, down the back straightaway towards the Le Mans chicane and speedways 3 and 4. So, Chastain leads this race after starting towards the back. So, prove anything's possible, but so's Byron. Last year's winner here at the 500, looking very strong. And now, here comes Bubba Wallace in the McDonald's. 23 liveried as well with 23.11. Can they race any way through as Chastain blocks Byron? And now that opens the door as Wallace gets a push across the line. But coming up now on the inside is Chase Elliott. What a great couple of laps we're having here. Great practice for Sunday. It's going to be turned up to 11.
Gotta love Fox on a fan shot and then immediately cutting straight to the green flag, already out, and the car's going underneath the stand.
He was so good at Bowman Gray. What happened? I was praising Fox at Bowman Gray, and now we've come to Daytona, and it's pretty much business usual.
I have an update for those people with the attention span of a goldfish. TikTok is set to return to the App Store in the US this evening.
You saw that as well, did you?
Yes. Death Eggert retweeted it, so.
Chase Briscoe with the pole car. I'm ahead out.
Something came off of Byron's floor there. He was running up high, and now he's lost a little bit of time, and he's got Wallace right up behind him. Look at the pace the one car's got, even without a bump draft. He was keeping close. Now he's going back up, and Bubba Wallace takes second with Byron ahead of him. But they nearly tip each other, my goodness.
Yeah. NASCAR chasm. Chase Briscoe, the dude at the house party who Irish goodbyes after hearing the cops are coming.
I take it to jump out the window?
That'd be me too. If I ever went to parties.
Bubba Wallace takes the lead of duel number 1 with a comfortable margin.
I need to get the USAC Winter Dirt games up because the only thing I'm seeing on my Twitter timeline is red flag, someone flipped. Red flag, someone flipped. I'm like, dirt racing fun.
Oh, look at this! Ryan Preece, He was on fire, and now he's literally on fire. He's flying back up into second position, right up behind Bubba Wallace through 3 and 4. He's going to try and give him a bit of a bump draft. He's got Reddick just behind him. Byron on the inside low line has taken second place, and now we're running 2x2 and pack racing. Halfway gone in Duel 1.
Yeah, Priest was only at New Smyrna earlier today. I probably butchered the pronunciation of the track. A few days ago, he was racing there in the modified division. Did he win? No, Patrick Emmerling has been dominating that series. But no, that's where Priest was a few days ago, and literally the very next day after he did the modified race, travelled straight to Daytona to start qualifying. So 2 very different tracks and 2 very different cars for Priest. And I think we might be about to get another wreck.
Yeah, because Chastain's pushing Byron, but Bubba Wallace out of turn 2 came down low. Probably got told that Byron was very much there and had to drift back up. They nearly took each other out in the entire field. The way this is going, though, they are going to tip. Chastain nearly touches the back of Bubba Wallace, and they jet ever so close. It's cigarette papers between them. And now Bubba getting a bump as well from Ryan Priest, who goes wide. And now into the lead with clear air is William Byron. Bubba's coming from the back, though. He's got the toe from Priest. Chastain now catches up finally. Bit too late. Bubba's going to take it through 3 and 4. Super close! Bubba is giving them the touched! Oh my goodness me! Bubba Wallace, mid-corner at turn 3, touches his inside front right wheel to the rear left wheel of Byron, and they don't go around. Chastain now pushing Byron, coming through into the tri-oval. Underneath the flag stand, Byron leads by 0.06 of a second to Wallace at the end of lap 34. Whew!
How are we only halfway through, guys?
3 cautions.
Everyone decided to drive like morons, that's why.
Yeah, the window for the second duel is meant to start in 16 minutes, by the way.
Yeah, we're not going to be done at 3, are we?
No. I have a football tournament at school this afternoon. I'm going to be dead for that.
I've got a race to cover today with Formula E.
Oh, have fun.
I need to talk to you about how we're doing ARCA, because apparently I'm streaming that.
There's no timings for ARCA.
Is there not?
No.
Ah.
It's not on. The only stuff that we've got from NASCAR is Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. There's no ARCA.
I imagine
timings.
ARCA's going to be on FS1 or something.
Yeah. So.
Does that mean is Matthew Owens doing ARCA?
I do not know. If he does, you can let me know.
Can
Bubba
we
getting
take over USON?
Actually, take over. Yeah, go take over USON. That might be fun. USON.
I've got a football game that day, so I might be a little bit late to the booth if I'm covering that.
I know something about USON, I can't say, but I'm very excited for when we were talking pre-season, myself and Matthew, about content plans for 2026. Woo!
Okay, yeah.
It's gonna be good.
If this is what you've told me, yeah,
yes.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah. Means as well that we're easily done as well. All we have to do now is click a button. So
It's gonna make it easier for us.
So much easier.
But it's gonna make it harder for Matthew, because it's very funny when I'm having to help Matthew with that stuff. Yeah.
I am, however, making him like preset things so he doesn't have, so he can literally just like drop in. It's all there.
Average speed, by the way, across the whole field, 191.432.
This is insanely good pace, and even though there is a lot of bumping and drafting out there right now, they're all sort of just keeping it together. They know that they're good on fuel. They know that they're good on tyres. They know that really it's just a race to the end now with 22 laps to go.
Allgaier currently the car that's going to go through.
Who is? Allgaier.
Allgaier currently. Yeah. Yaley is 2 places behind that. He's actually directly behind him, actually.
But he's 2 mile an hour slow. Oh, and Allgaier's passed Austin Dillon. So, and now it's changed over. So yeah, they are so close together. Stanhouse just done their fast lap of the race, by the way. A 46.227. So he's got our fastest run of the day. In terms of the open teams, Truex Or Chandler Smith's out. Helio Castroneves has automatically gone through. Trix raced his way in, so it's very much in the other two, as we've mentioned. Field getting a bit spread out towards the back now. It's amazing that it's still a 23-car field, but it doesn't feel it, if you know what I mean. It's so small compared to what we're going to have on Sunday.
Realistically, it's an 18-car field now. But...
Yes, that's true. Yeah, we've lost Briscoe. Well, who have we actually lost?
Both Smiths.
Both Smiths.
We've lost Haley, Castroneves, and of course Briscoe, because he started and parked it. As I call it.
BTW on our monitor, but that will soon move over to the outboard, as you can see on your stats screen. Who's out and who's on the lead lap? Ryan Priest classified as the leader that last lap time by as well. 190.953 mile an hour. Oh, the 60's dropping back. That's Priest. Curse of the commentator, he was leading this race, and he has literally, like Moses, parted and has gone right to the back. And that, to me, says that he's lifted to avoid some drama. He doesn't want to be up there. This is a test for him. He's already locked in. Right, let's take a look at it mid-corner, JT. What happened there? Oh, he
tried to...
Yeah.
Yeah. Got tapped by the 24, which then tapped him up into the 23. I'm surprised he didn't go round, to be fair.
Jack, that was smart, wasn't it, for him to back out?
I thought he actually was trying to move up to block Bubba, but I don't know, maybe I missaw something. And he just didn't work out. And he's all the way to the back. Unfortunate for Priest, he was qualifying really well for a guy who usually races modifieds on a short track. Same for Berry, actually, as that guy's background is in short tracks. You got to remember, Josh Berry might be one of the oldest rookies in the field. Last year, he was 34 when he made his rookie season, compared to the actual Rookie of the Year winner, Carson Hocevar, who is currently 22.
On board with... I hate these onboards. Can we stop having these onboards, please? They're giving me a headache.
Seriously, I agree.
It's really annoying to try and commentate on the pictures. That's why we're not talking to you much, everybody, about what's happening out there, because all we're seeing is onboards and the sounds of microwaves.
Sounds of microwave.
It does sound like a microwave, doesn't it? Next time you're on board, listen to it. It sounds like a microwave going round.
I can hear it. I can really hear it. Oh my god, you've just ruined stock car racing for me. Thanks.
2311 Racing with Bob Wallace and Tyler Reddick. They're now dropping over first and third because we've got... Well, who's moved up there? Is that
Guys, don't look at the timing screen.
Yeah, I've just seen it. Oh no, Fox are going to commercial! This is the worst time ever! No, stay! Don't go to commercial! Please go side by side. No, JT, what's happened? Because the full course yellow's come out.
Do you want me to share my pictures if you go on
Yes, please! Battle! Tell me what happened. I need pictures.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, he hasn't even got it plugged in. Oh, well, this is good. Oh, well, this is great. Caution's out.
Caution is out now. Nothing's happened. Actually, nothing has happened. They are literally... Oh, debris. We're fine. Calmer.
Listen, Fox right here. I say you give us the broadcast rights for NASCAR, because you clearly can't do your jobs correctly.
Let me try and set up the TV pictures. Hold on.
Not that we're missing anything, to be fair. But...
This is why I have begged for international pictures for a year. I really can't stand it. Thing is, IndyCar, we get highest views of the, with IndyCar because we see everything. There is literally no ad breaks, and that's going to continue, even though Fox have got the coverage this year. Because Sky here over in the UK, Sky F1, uninterrupted. However,
it should be.
Yeah, we are going to have to put up with Will Buxton on lead commentary. So.
Oh no, I forgot about that.
We love you, Will. We love you if you're listening to us.
I don't.
Alright, well that's Jack.
That's my opinions are my own.
So.
And are not shared by the remaining members of the broadcast.
It is debris at the backstretch, apparently.
Yeah.
So
I'll go over the
Go on.
go over the open cars real quick, just to remind people what they need to do. If Truex is the fastest open car in the duel, if Truex finishes first out of the open cars, he is Allgaier through. If Allgaier is the fastest of the three, Allgaier is through. Yaley is the only one left in this duel, and to get in, he has to beat both Truex and Allgaier. He has to beat both of them. Just to remind everybody. And NY Racing, that is, by the way, what a Daytona 500 entry would do for that small team would be incredible, to be fair.
Well, of course, they're running under appeal, aren't they, still? They won their case, but don't they're running under appeal?
No, I was talking about NY Racing.
Oh, NY Racing. I thought you said 2011.
The Yaley. Yeah, 2311 currently running under appeal, as far as I'm aware, because NASCAR is a bit salty, shall we just say?
Just a touch. Oh, there's the debris getting one of a guy, Kyle Busch! And ripping it apart. What is that? It looks like a snake. That's Truex pits down
It's carbon fibre, JB. It's not a snake, it's carbon fibre.
There's a snake in my boot! This is normal.
Why do I bother to turn up to late night races?
Hey, look, this is pretty much normal for me at the moment, considering the fact that Megan does her TV magic again. Megan has literally said, "Okay, we'll look." She knows it so well now. She knows it so well. Right, we're back. Yes. So what I was going to say was, before I was interrupted by myself, and I'm gonna have to tell her because she's left the thing on.
Just as you compliment her.
Yeah, she's done something, Megan, at least. She's left the mouse on the bottom, so it takes it at the bottom of the screen. However, we are using Megan's old laptop, so we thought, oh yay, we don't have to do that this year.
JB.
But, yeah, go on.
Can you disappear to battle screen? So
We're on battle screen already.
See if it... Oh, okay. Does that work? No, it does not.
No.
Okay, hold on.
Right, let's have a quick word with Fox then and catch up with 16 to go.
Back up to the guys behind you and put them in a vulnerable position. But
I think the one thing you don't want to do is get broke up, right? You got to find each other and work together here. Odds are against you with all these Chevys.
There are only 3 Toyotas running, and the Gibbs car, Ty Gibbs car, has a lot of damage from that lap 14 incident.
Yeah, sometimes your best defense, though, is to lead both lines.
100%.
And then we've got the race within the race. We've still got the open cars. We see Justin Allgaier in 9th. You think Dale Jr.'s nervous up there?
I think Dale Jr.'s nervous. I think Rick Hendrick's nervous. I think Chris Stapleton's nervous somewhere.
Yeah.
Bet he's got a bourbon in his hand.
All right, Jamie has caught up with Chandler Smith.
Well, Chandler Smith, one of those drivers trying to race his way into the Daytona 500. You came up short with a big hit. And Mike just mentioned you were in there quite a while. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Big thanks to everybody here at Daytona, the safety group and everybody, just taking the right precautions, doing some x-rays, making sure everything's good. It was a hard lick. It was the hardest lick I've had in my life for sure.
Yeah, it was not nice.
I hate it for those guys because I couldn't see out of my left side mirror. My digital mirror wasn't working either, my goodness.
Yeah.
Ready to start coming back inside, so I went down to try to block it, but obviously just a bad judgment call on me, and that's completely on me. So super upset with myself a little bit about that. There's a lot of really good race cars that got torn up tonight that didn't need to happen. So really, really appreciative of Garage 66 and QuickType Products giving me this opportunity to run for the Daytona 500 again and try to attempt to make it in. And yeah, just thankful for everybody here at Daytona that's on the safety group that took the right precautions to make sure I was all good.
All right, we'll see Chandler Smith tomorrow night in the Craftsman Truck Series.
Right, he'll be there for the full season. The 22-year-old from Talking Rock, Georgia, was trying to make his first Daytona 500. Here's William Byron and company.
Holy this thing's a handful, bud. All good. I think the little bit sketchy, like just the transition just let me go a little sooner, but everything else was fine. The way he was pushing everything, try to keep it straight.
Yeah, and that's that balance that we talk about, Clint, before the race. You want your car to be as fast as it can go, and you still drive it. And you know, Williams, like...
Sounds like he's on the verge.
He's on the verge of being uncomfortable, but...
Well, who isn't on the verge of being uncomfortable? It's 1:30 in the morning here in the UK, and we're still got this. There's Junior watching on. So, we're all set then. Ready to go. 15 laps become 14. NASCAR is green at Daytona. Good restart from Byron. And it's Wallace and Byron again. The 23 and the 24 just going together. Nice low line through 1 and 2. The good thing here is, Jack, is that now it's just flat out to the end. And this is where we're going to see the real chaos happen.
Oh, yeah. I want a question to everyone in the booth and to everyone in the chat. Who are you rooting for out of the open cars here?
Ooh.
Allgaier or Yaley?
I like Allgaier. I do. He had a good quality. I like it. The 40 car's looking decent.
I'm sorry, but I'm rooting.
Yeah,
sorry,
right.
guys, but I'm rooting for Yaley.
I'm
sorry. I love Yaley too much.
I seem to remember that last
He
year.
barely missed out last year. Everyone in the chat's now probably going to hate me. But I'm sorry. Yaley barely missed out. Got passed on the last corner by Jimmy Johnson last year.
Oh, and there goes our TV pictures again.
We're back.
Byron and Wallace still battling together by 1,000th of a second. As more bumping and running, as well as we've got Reddick in there. Allmendinger now inside the top 10. Bubba might just win this. Imagine if Bubba wins and it's not, you know, more. So, there's the 24 on the inside line. I think, JT, this is just sort of smoothing out... Your graphics, your lights got off, by the way. Smoothing it all out to the end. 3 wide, 4 wide further back. With Yelly and Allgaier. They're battling out, 11th and 12th. With... well, I just want the 40 car to go through for a cup race.
I want the 44 as well. I love both of these guys. But I kind of like... And I think Yaley's actually taken the position.
Yeah. He has.
Problem is he has to beat Truex too. Nope, there you go. Truex is back ahead.
And of
He
course,
has to beat Truex too.
yeah, because Truex is automatically in. He's qualified for the race, but he still needs to get ahead to qualify in to be part of the 40. And Bubba Wallace now with a 2/10 advantage over the line. Nice and smooth as the racing continues on then here. 11 to go at Daytona. Wallace, Reddick, Dillon, Elliott, Byron, Bush, Chastain, Allmendinger, Austin Dillon, Priest, Gibbs. Ties up to second. Reddick's in there too. Bubba's got an open path right now. Then again, he had that last year and crashed in the same Duels.
I would hope that Reddick is going to actually help his teammate because these two are teammates, obviously. But obviously, I think Reddick's going to probably try and help Bubba because Reddick's not as good on plate tracks as Bubba is, in my opinion.
Bubba led a number of laps here last year.
Oh my god, Ty Dillon's leading.
Well, this is a surprise for Ty Dillon in the Chevy. I was just more surprised that we had a Toyota leading the race for so long and still looking such... Right, Toyota have come out of nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. They never run well at Daytona. And now they're suddenly got some speed. This is insane.
Toyota have only won one.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Mid-pack, bump up. Starting with the 16 of Allmendinger, shoving up the entire top half. Shoved Bush, shoved Elliott, everybody going up.
I personally think that, from my memory, there's only been one Toyota that's actually won a plate track in the next gen era. To my memory. Do you want to know who that is, though?
Go on.
Tyler Reddick.
40's drop, 40's drop back, 40's drop back, 40's drop back. For Allgaier.
Truex is still ahead of Yaley, though. So, as it stands, he's good.
So this is getting tense.
This is the battle I'm focusing on. I don't care about the battle for the lead. I am focusing on the open cars. That's always the most interesting
Do
part.
you not care that Ty Dillon is leading?
No, he's not.
Okay, no, you have a point. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Ty Dillon is leading a NASCAR race.
it's a duel, so does it count?
It is a NASCAR race.
Does it count? It's like,
I am counting it because it's Ty Dillon.
It's like, does a sprint race count for Formula 1? It's like, how do you want to go about that?
It doesn't count as an official win, though, so, to me.
Yeah, that's true. 8 to go.
The race, though.
Megan, by the way, is now downstairs, so she's having to do the run up and down the stairs that I usually have to do, and has agreed that we need Premier Sports.
I agree with her there.
At least she only has to go upstairs. I've got to go out the garage, up. She heard that. Oh, right. Hello, Megan. I forgot how could she hear it, but I've just remembered that Discord's on in my iMac for the TV pictures. So she's listening to me. Bit chaotic now for AJ Allmendinger, who's dropped back a bit.
All guy's got a run.
He's got a nice...
Or trying to get a run. And Josh Berry, his former JBMotorsports teammate.
I thought for a minute that Jake Sanson was racing in the feature event for the National Sprint Cars, but then I realised it was Jake Swanson. We're okay for now.
Sanson is going to be joining us, hopefully, for the Daytona 500.
Oh no, really? It's fine. Wait, so I'll be spending the day with Dave Goddard in the afternoon, and then being with Jake Sanson in the evening. That's not bad.
It's a weird day for you, isn't it?
Yeah. For context, me and Dave Goddard are at the same banger meeting on Sunday, and he's invited me to the comms box.
JT getting to commentary for even we do this show. Look at the 23 still going side by side. That's Bubba Wallace in the 2311 McDonald's livery Toyota. Ty Dillon, though, leading in the Chevy. Byron's still there. Chevy's helping Chevys. Toyota's helping Toyotas. Oh, look at Dillon just losing the way ever so slightly. Megan's now said, I've got an assignment to do. Why am I watching this? Because it's 5 to go in the duel and it's exciting. Bubba's getting in there now. Byron's having a go. Look at the flaps coming up as well. All set.
Okay. I am about to say something quite bad here, but I would like to say firstly that Donald Trump is attending the Daytona 500.
Saw that coming.
The last 2 Daytona 500s he has attended have been... Geez, Bubba Wallace. Sorry. The last 2 Daytona 500s he's attended were 2001 and 2020.
Ah.
So who's flipping into the catch fence this time?
Right, can we count 2020? Because that race got red flagged and delayed till Monday.
Yeah, I'm counting it.
Right.
I am not gonna be... Yeah, I said in comms chat, I don't know if you saw, about how I've got the National Sprint Cars on and how I'm definitely not going to get distracted. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to get distracted. Tom Harris is on row 11, who is the 2024 Briscoe F1 World Champion. Yeah, I'm not getting distracted, guys.
Oh, nice.
I'll tell you one thing though. Jack might just jump up in a minute because we've got Ty Dillon leading an actual race.
And we've got Reddick just behind.
I'm still sad. I don't think I've been able to commentate on a Reddick win.
Reddick's closing in, but look at this from Bubba Wallace as well. He's passing still with Byron.
I was watching both of them. I was watching both of those wins, like the Homestead. There was Homestead, and then there was also Talladega. That Homestead pass, I am going to continue to go on about the entire season. By the way.
It's only 36 weekends. We haven't got that long. Only 1 week.
From now on, it's like 36 out of a possible 37 weeks.
And even on Easter weekend, we've got Xfinity and trucks.
Yep, Rockingham.
Yay!
Easy things in that race.
So it's 37 weeks continuous if you count all series, but 36 out of 37 for...
We're in danger. And
Are we doing trucks on Xfinity then?
I think we're definitely doing Xfinity. With trucks, we might do what we do with the others and leave it with radio and do the ones we can.
Nice.
Truex do select races.
That's the one. Truex is in there as well, by the way. And now with 2 to go, Wallace is coming in. And Megan, if you're still listening, 37 weeks in a row. That's why we need Premier Sports, because I'm not running up and down those stairs. Kate Bush.
Just you will need the Premier Sports app, because Xfinity and trucks are only on the app, they're not on TV.
I'll be fine. We have
Yaley's not got a pusher. Yaley's not got a pusher.
No, he hasn't. Dylan doesn't either. Wallace takes it, and Reddick goes
Watch
to
the
second.
16 round the outside, JB.
Yeah, AJ Allmendinger's really going to start now. Look, he's going to get a push on the 40. White flag in the air. Ready, and here comes the 3x3s at Daytona. White flag. Final
Yaley's
lap.
falling back.
Hey, oh, look at AJ Allmendinger. Right round the outside. Up into second position. Takes 5 cars in one. 3 wide. This is where Bubba's going to struggle, though. And he's got Ty Dillon right there to help him. Caution light is ready. Are we going to see anyone go? This is the crunch point. Chase Elliott's getting a little bit.
He's getting a little bit loose.
He's getting
Dillon's
wiggly.
in the wall.
Oh, Ty Dillon, you moron.
But he's not gone in to crash. He's still in contention somehow. Reddick still there. Byron taking second. It's going to be Bubba Wallace, who is going to take a checkered flag. Are we going to have a crash at the line? Bubba Wallace wins a duel at Daytona. Byron, Ty Dillon, Chastain, Reddick, Allmendinger, Austin Dillon, Elliott. Allgaier gets through in 9th.
Allgaier got it.
He's through. And Junior is delighted. He has a cup car in the biggest race of the NASCAR season. The legacy of the Earnhardt name lives on. And it's Bubba Wallace who wins a duel at Daytona. Redemption Day. Wow. I'm happy the 40 got it. I'm sorry, but I think that just makes it better. It had to happen. Yeah, had to happen.
I just like Yaley more, sorry.
Duel 1 winner. So that's Bubba starting 3rd on the grid.
You gonna get some donuts?
Should be. So this is
His
the
first win in anything, by the way.
Yeah.
The 2022 Kansas race.
Whew. Donuts. No.
I don't think he will. I think he'll save it. He'll save the engine. The donuts kill the engines.
Respectful though to park in a good position.
I mean, he could have parked with the 23 directly on the finish line, but it is what it is.
I also don't want to tell him that he's actually...
He is off-centered.
Yeah, and he's actually broken the rule because we've got Duel 2 coming up very quickly here, and they needed to clear the track, so the actual command was to come into the pit lane, which they haven't done. So, bit of a mess up there. But I'm going to let Bubba... Oh, the camera's fallen over. The cameraman fell over.
Bubba's just that awesome that he knocks the cameraman over with his awesomeness.
I think I speak for everybody when I say I'm loving it.
That was easy as hell, my god.
It was an open goal. Couldn't resist.
Yeah.
Regan Smith.
On the back of that helmet are his baby's footprints. Regan.
Oh, Bubba Wallace holding off a 3-wide battle at the end to get the win. Your first duel win, Bubba. You told me before the race started you wanted it to be a nice, calm race. It looked a little wild out there, but nonetheless, a great job by the 23 car and you.
Yeah, thanks, Regan. Man, what a night. Crowd's live tonight. Appreciate you guys. Hope that was a good race. There we go. Man, thanks to Tyler. That was awesome to see 2 team cars work together that well and learn a lot for Sunday. Did a great job pushing me. Our McDonald's Toyota Camry was really fast. 2 different balances from being in the pack to being out front. So got some work to do there, but all in all, man, I've wanted one of these dual wins for so long. All my buddies got them. Tyler got one last year. I'm pissed off. He got me one now.
Oh, apologies.
You got you one now, and you got the boss Michael Jordan one. I think he'll be a little pumped up this weekend as well, right?
Yeah, no doubt. I think he got in last night. So it's definitely a makeup for last night and the speed that we had. But we always know like kind of Toyotas will race really well in. So all in all, good day, good night.
Bubba Wallace wins dual race number 1.
Third straight dual win for Toyota. Jamie.
Get all the hugs. LW comes over. Kelly Earnhardt Miller. So much emotion right here. Justin, I heard you on the radio. You have tears in your eyes right now. Take me through that race and what you were thinking and feeling to the very end.
The emotions right now are really just because of how much everybody here has wanted it. You know, Dale and Kelly and LW and everybody at JBMotorsports. This guy right here, his hands. His hands.
Race on Sunday.
We did the race on Sunday. You know, his lip was quivering and his hands were shaking before the race, and I don't think I've ever seen that out of Dale Jr. And he told me before the race, he said, "Man, I'm nervous. I don't want to make you nervous, but I'm really nervous." And it's the truth. I mean, this means a lot to our team, this little team at JBMotorsports. You know, Dale Jr. is an amazing race car driver. He's an amazing dad, car owner, and you could tell how much he wanted this, and our whole shop wanted this, and to see this happen. You know, everybody at Traveler Whiskey, Chris Stapleton, will be here on Sunday, and you know, I'm excited to see him here and debut this car in the Daytona 500, and Junior Motorsports being the Daytona 500. There were so many faces on this car that have worked to make this car happen, that this is their first ever real experience in the Cup Series. And we had a lot of veterans as well. You know, Greg Ives was pretty hard on himself last night after qualifying was over. And just really proud of everybody on this team, Chevy and you know, Hendrick Engine Shop, everybody that's a part of this. We get to go race the Daytona 500. It's pretty special. I've been here before, Xfinity Series champion, all this stuff, but this one means more than I could ever imagine, and it's gonna be really fun.
Junior, you did it. You have been pacing. You have been nervous. What is this moment like? You finally have a car in the Daytona 500.
First off, I'm so proud of Justin, man. He put the whole team on his back those last couple of laps, and he got to the top. And I did not think that was possible, but he got up there and made something work. And it was his only shot and got some help, so we got some people to thank. But just a great race car. Greg Ives has put a group together that's motivated. Some special people in this team that I've worked with all the way back to 1998. But I'm going to tell you, man, this sport's amazing. Everything about it. I've seen it from so many different lenses. And I love the challenges. I wouldn't want it any other way. This was hard emotionally. But I can't believe that we get to race on Sunday. I just can't believe it.
Justin Allgaier is in the 500 for the first time since 2015. This car was built at Hendrick Motorsports, but by Junior Motorsports personnel. Bubba Wallace, the winner of Duel number 1. Hey, we got 60 laps to go tonight on FS1. Stick around.
Help if I picked up the right microphone there. Absolutely, JT. And what was your take on the duels?
First duel was all right. Fox, Fire, anyone? Okay. Yeah, they've still not mentioned it. They've still not shown it. There was a fire, by the way, guys.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
In the Ryan Priest, and that was a horrible, horrible zoom in on the trophy. Amazing camera work by Fox at the moment. You guys can't see it.
Can you hear me? Is this mic working?
I can hear you, yeah.
Lovely. I don't know how loud it is and how it isn't. Yeah, how crazy a race and how crazy a situation that was. For the first time this year, I'm using the handheld mic, but it's annoying me because it's wrong. It's not the new ones yet. It's the old ones. We haven't got the new ones yet.
The one that I've got.
Yeah, we haven't got the new ones yet. They haven't been made. They look like they're going to be made for earliest coming in for the start of the F1 season. So I've still got the blue, which is worn out so much now. I'll hold it to the camera so you can take a look. Worn out so much now. I didn't realise how, actually. It's a very bad look. Anyway, right, Jack, what did you make of the duels?
Absolute cinema right there. That was a brilliant duel. it's amazing to see Justin Allgaier get in for Junior Motorsports. I will also add JJ Yaley's radio we have, by the way.
Oh, do we?
Who's not the audio, just the transcript. He stated, lost all that help there, was kind of stuck. Appreciate everyone's effort. Couple short laps again. God damn it. Jay Guy told JJ good effort, and JJ stated they don't give trophies for effort.
Well, there's no participation trophy, but everybody gets a point usually.
I always feel bad for him. I always do. Yaley is the kind of guy, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to act like he's the greatest driver in the world, but that guy I have a ton of respect for because he will drive literally anything.
And he does it so well.
Any car, no matter how bad it is, and he will drive it.
Does it so well, always listens to it, always makes sure it's okay. It's literally perfection as well. To come into it. Yeah, just to let you know, our new mic covers, when they do eventually get made, they're going to be black and with the logo actually on them. So these bricks are going to be backup bricks if we ever need them to go trackside again for other things. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Right, we're going to take a breath, and in victory lane now is going to be Bubba Wallace.
Wallace celebrates his victory in Duel number 1. A big moment for him. Obviously, this sets him up in good position for the Daytona 500 on Sunday. He'll start on the second row, and we got one more duel to go out here tonight. But now let's send it back to pit road to Regan Smith.
Well, Josh, JJ Yaley coming up just a little bit short tonight. JJ, it was a heck of a battle out there between you and Justin Allgaier. Looked like he got the top roll. What more did you need to maybe get up there and make your way into the Daytona 500?
I just need a little bit more pace, unfortunately. The Green River Whiskey New York racing car was really good. I just didn't have like that pull to where I could just try to make something happen. So, you know, like 7 to go when I got by the 40 and the 56 went by us on the outside, I just committed to the bottom and put all my whiskey in one glass, hoping that was going to be where I needed to be. And, you know, with 3 to go, it looked like that was going to work out. I mean, I know with 2 to go, it just kind of goes into full chaos. And, you know, I saw those guys go by and just almost abandon ship. I still had the 47 pushing me. I thought, man, if it gets crazy down the back straightaway, you know, the bottom always prevails. But unfortunately, I lost a little bit of my help. And, you know, at that point, I was just hoping that there was going to be some more carnage off of 4. Didn't get it. But, you know, all in all, I'm real proud of the effort that these guys put forth. I want to say hi to my beautiful wife, Kristen, and Faith at home. Just a little bit short again this year.
All right. Thanks, JJ. Josh?
Well, back over here in victory lane, Josh Sims alongside Jamie McMurray. A celebration going on just behind us as Bubba Wallace celebrates his victory in Duel number 1. But the roller coaster of emotions, guys like JJ Yaley and Justin Allgaier had to be feeling out there tonight.
Yeah, heartbroken for JJ Yaley, and I don't think that he did anything wrong. I thought he was in the right line most of the time. Allgaier was having to force an issue, and I heard Dale Jr. mention that. He's like, I didn't think the outside was going to work. Fortunately for him, at the end of the race, it got a little bit chaotic. That top lane got a few guys in it. AJ Allmendinger pulled up, and it worked. But like every year in the duels, you don't know until it's over, and it was pretty cool to see Dale Jr. almost get a little emotional about being excited being in the Daytona 500.
Yeah, what a moment for them. So let's relive it all. Let's check out the highlight from Duel number 1. And we were looking to learn a lot, not just us, but the drivers. And drivers were learning they had some issues right off the bat, whether it's Chase Elliott or Ryan Preece, Ross Chastain you see here. That'd be some nerves going on there, Jamie.
Oh, crazy that we sat here all day and then those guys had those issues right before the end. Zane Smith cuts a tire down. I just passed them in the garage. They're going to try to repair that car, it looks like, but he got knocked out earlier after having a great run. And then this mega impact for Chandler Smith. You see it got the 7 car, Justin Haley as well, and then Castro Neves had not 1 hit but 2 massive hits at the end of that lap 14 crash.
Yes, certainly. We go fast forwarding ahead in the race, and I thought we were about to have another wreck here, but everyone able to keep things going straight, and Bubba Wallace able to take this thing home. We heard the excitement from him afterwards, and speaking of excitement, how about Justin Allgaier, Dale Jr., the celebration for them, man. Such a cool moment.
Yeah, it was cool, and I'm telling you, Bubba Wallace being in victory lane, not a big surprise. He has a gift for this type of racing. We know he's won at Talladega before, and every time we come to Daytona or Talladega, he's always a factor. 2311 obviously picked up right where they left off last year.
All right, we're going to take a quick timeout. After the break, we're going to continue to get you ready for Duel number 2 out here at Daytona as Bubba celebrates with the newborn.
Yeah, that's not dangerous at all, is it? But I suppose we'll see what happens there as well to come into it. Okay, quick thoughts then about duel number 2, JT. You'll want to say something already.
The one caution in the feature event for the sprint cars is Tom Harris getting a puncture. Why? Just why did it have to be him? Anyway,
Because
yeah.
you were watching. You know the rules. You were watching.
Duel 1.
Okay, yeah.
Duel 1.
I've switched to
Good
my
race.
radio mic anyway.
Chaotic. We thought it was going to be a quiet Duel 1. It was not a quiet Duel 1. Are we going to get... Is it just that we are the cause of chaotic stage 1s and chaotic Duel 1s? Is it just us with our stage 2 Duel 2 podcast that is just causing other things to be chaotic when they're not normally chaotic?
I don't want to say no. At the same time, I don't want to say yes, because 9 times out of 10 it is usually us. Well, I'm just cooking at the moment, so...
Ah, I'm also cooking.
Ah.
I was cooking 5 minutes ago when I was publishing all the new weather updates.
Oh, right. We'll get onto that in a second.
That's a hint, by the way, JB.
I said we'll get onto that in a second. I'm just trying to sit down in the commentary box for 5 minutes.
Not allowed.
Jack, what did you make of that one and coming into Duel 2? Who's your eye on?
Who do I think will get it? Well, I'll go over it quickly. Who are the open cars in this particular duel? We have the legend himself, BJ McLeod. Another legend, Anthony Alfredo. The not so much of a legend that is Corey LaJoie, who I actually think is going to get in. And we also have Jimmy Johnson, who's already in, who is a 7-time Cup champion, making his 699th Cup start. Now, I will add that I think Johnson wins the duel, Corey LaJoie gets in, provided there are no wrecks. I also am a little bit shocked because I just saw someone in the late models right hook somebody and get disqualified. So that was
amazing.
Great. Yeah, late models. Corey basically one of them's given the other a bump and run, moved him out of the way, and Corey Horse just right hooked him head on into a wall.
Oh right, so you're watching modifies. I'm watching sprint cars. Welcome to JB Motorsports,
late models.
everyone.
Well, this is going to go well, isn't it, as I switch to the radio mic? I thought it's better to have the radio mic than last year's model of the microphones until we get it fixed. Also, with my new system, I can sit down without any earpieces in. I can hear because I've installed some speakers this year alongside. It's connected. Right, let's go down to Jamie Little with some latest news.
Wait from that for Sunday.
Yeah, pretty early on, I thought our Nasty Beast was going for a wild ride. Thankfully, I was able to hang on to it. Knock some of the rust off when at Bowman Gray last week. So, yeah, I mean, it was. I didn't know what was going to happen there, but it honestly worked out okay with all the cars coming back to pit road. That me and Bubba were able to get hooked up pretty early on and work together a lot there. So, gave him a couple too big of a shots at times, but it's a great learning tool for us to get ready for the 500. All in all, the main objective was obviously to get one of us victory lane, which we accomplished. I just wish I could have, held on to second there. It kind of got swallowed up on the last lap.
Thanks.
All right, folks, one duel in the books. We are not done. We're getting you set for duel number 2.
I must admit, I do love NASCAR, folks, because it's like we'll have one interview and then we'll go for another ad break. It doesn't seem to want to actually do anything. So, Duel 2. It's going to be Austin Cindric, Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Carl Larson, Alex Bowman, Todd Gilliland, Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher going in, Ryan Blaney, Noah Gregson, Daniel Suarez, Riley Herbst, Jimmy Johnson, SVG, Sven Van Gisbergen, Cole Custer, Corey LaJoie, Eric Jones, John Hunter Nemechek, Anthony Alfredo, BJ McLeod, and Cody Ware coming into that one as well. So, anyone got any thoughts about who's going to take victory in this one? Anyone want to take bets?
It's not a chaotic duel at all. There's not anyone in this duel who could cause absolute chaos.
Yes, there is. A lot of people could cause a lot of chaos, and I think that's what we all know about. Just a reminder, the JB Motorsports podcast was released a few days ago with Omi in the first episode of the year. We're also going to have a follow-up to that, re-ramping the footage from the... Where were we? The first 2 races, well, 3 races coming up then, of Formula E, and previewing the 2025 season for all of the sports. And then we're going to kick into gear when everything kicks off and join back up with everything. So there's a couple of episodes planned, and the best thing is I don't have to host every episode now. There's other people that can do it. So, and the editing now is going to be super easy. Apart from the fact it took us nearly a week to get Omi's episode out because he recorded it in the wrong format. So I had to convert it. Took a day. Go on.
They sprint cars just cut to a car right at the top, upside down on the barrier.
Oh.
Wow.
By the way, the track that they are at is, where is it? Ocala Speedway, and the only thing stopping them from going over, there's not even a cat's fence, it's just one layer of Armco before they go out the stadium.
So, did they go over or are they okay?
No.
They're just on it.
Let me send you a screenshot of it. Hold
This
on.
is where we could have used filler content, but it's because the duels are taking longer than we thought. So, how...
I mean,
go on.
I do have... There is short filler content in there.
Nah,
There is,
Fox will be on in a minute. We can cover an ad break.
Hold on, where is it?
We're going to
why
need
have I
that
got
come
pink in there?
Monday.
Okay.
Come Sunday,
Okay,
Monday, if that rain comes. There's a lot of rain in the air that could happen.
Yeah, check comms chat, JB.
I will take a look, and we will head down to Fox Sports.
You're in Victory Lane.
Wow.
Speaking of winners, Bubba Wallace, my man. First of all, how's it feel?
Oh, it's awesome. It's been 2 years since I won, so I didn't know whether to stop on the front stretch or not. Didn't know how to get to this victory lane. I've walked over here and congratulated a lot of people, but driving it is totally different. But, man, what a good night for McDonald's, 23-11. Tyler did an awesome job pushing me, so I appreciate that. A lot to work on for the next 2 days going into Sunday for the 500, but this is a great way to start off the duels or to cap off the duels and head into the 500. So I'm excited for all of our partners, McDonald's, Columbia, Toyota, sitting on the pole for the first time, getting them a dual win, back-to-back dual wins, so it's cool.
What advice you got for these guys in the next one? That was a little bit chaotic, we thought.
I don't know. Have fun. Good luck. It's
competition. We heard you might be the points leader at this point in the day.
I like that.
Yeah, you do like that.
Exactly.
What was it like to have it done with the newborn here and hold them up in victory lane?
Yeah, so walking out to the grid underneath the Rolex banner here, I'm like, why do I feel so different than Bowman Gray? Well, Amanda and Bex weren't at Bowman Gray. And I was carrying him, and I started crying, walking out on pit road, and that was super cool. I stopped and grabbed Amanda. I was like, I can't do it right now. This is tough. So to have him here in victory lane and hold him up like that, it's something that I was told to be ready for, but you never know until it's actually in your hands. And Bex was there. He was pumped, and he was actually cool all night. I took his demeanor pre-race, and it worked out.
You just wait. You just wait as he gets to be 10 or 12 years old, and you look back at that picture, it'll mean the world to you, both of you. Cool.
No doubt.
Well, appreciate your time, brother.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we're getting set for duel number 2. Plenty more action to come. We'll see how things shake out in this. Let's go trackside for the command to fire the engines.
Daytona International Speedway, are you ready to get the duel number 2 race started? Here to give the command to fire engines, please welcome Chairman of Daytona Beverages, Kevin Bowler.
Distinguished gentlemen, please start those engines. Push.
We all heard the same thing, right? Yeah, good. Just checking. Just checking.
I like that. It's unique.
Yeah, I'm sort of glad I don't have to say it because she's not here. But the worst one of all time was gentlemen. Sorry, what was it? It was drivers and Danica. I was like, what?
Oh my goodness.
Do you remember that one? I was like, what?
No, I don't. Oh no.
That was I like that one personally. Nice little dig, but yeah.
That's already my personal favourite.
It was drivers and Danica. I was like, what? Yeah, not the best. Not the best.
All right. As well as this, I will add quickly that. Hold on. Sorry, I was looking. I I've missed this week. Oh yeah, bell to the back for unapproved adjustment. Just to let you know.
So that's why they're going to drop back as well. We'll hand over as well. I'm just trying to see where Matthew Owens is.
He is online.
I mean, he retweeted
so
something recently. So I imagine he's somewhere around. I mean, he retweeted something trashing on Brett Griffin, so clearly he's around. Because Brett Griffin basically put, "Oh yeah, Elio's just been locked in when he has no drafting experience," and I'm just like, the guy raced. You guys do realize how much pack racing IndyCar used to do? Like back when they were on the big oval. Like, okay. And plus, Elio's got the ARCA race tomorrow. So, or is it tomorrow or is it the day after? I think it's the day after.
It is Friday?
Yeah.
I don't
think it's Saturday. Yeah, he's got the ARCA race. He's in a good car too. He's in the 82.
What I find interesting is the fact is that Formula E didn't have a shakedown in this weekend, but they still sent the cars out the track. So there wasn't a shakedown, but there wasn't one scheduled. So we're getting lied to as to when shakedown is being on, which is bizarre.
How's Formula E been, by the way? Who's quick?
Porsche, Nissan actually,
right.
NATO ahead of Roland in that session. In F1.
I always called him NATO. You made it sound like NATO, like the big country union there.
Yeah, it's not
the
NATO.
entire union of NATO's competing, guys.
To be fair, Donald Trump. Enough said. Let's head
No
back
comment.
over to Fox.
One to go.
Let's go have some fun tonight.
As history would have it,
Racket, see to me.
this race isn't a simple task.
Ready? 3, 2. Here's your push.
What will the final field look like?
There's a lot of ifs in this race, you know. It's going to be a good one.
Only time will tell.
Go get another trophy.
Let's duel.
So far, it's been a typical full moon night at the racetrack. 4 caution flags in the first 150 miler. What is going to happen here in duel number 2? Let's begin by going to the front row, Kevin.
Joey Logano, Kevin and Clint up in the booth. Man, we saw a wild race there in the first one. How do you balance the aggression and everything you need to learn with your car after watching something like that?
I'm not 100% sure on how you do all that at the same time, but the good news is we're towards the front here right now. We'll try to maintain some track position, see what our car's got, see where it handles good or where it doesn't. Most of the time, if one duel looks one way, the other one looks the opposite. I'm kind of hoping that's the case here tonight.
Well, as Paul will tell you, hope's a bad strategy, so good luck out there.
All right, thanks, guys.
Logano will start on the outside pole. Here's the starting lineup for duel number 2. His Penske Ford teammate, Austin Cindric, will start on the outside pole for the front row of the Daytona 500, so he earns the pole position for duel number 2. 2 Fords up front, 2 Toyotas row 2. It'll be Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell. Jamie Little.
That's right, Denny Hamlin starting third. I just talked to him before he got in his race car, and he said, so far, we're really happy with the speed of our car and the Toyotas in general. He said, our focus has been to get better on qualifying at all tracks. They did that last night. As far as this race, this dual race, he said there's some boxes he wants to check. Braking points for green flag pit stops is one. Fuel mileage is another one. And he said, but you know what? Going to victory lane is pretty cool. And, of course, that's something he's done here 3 times in the dual races, Mike.
Thanks, Jamie. Now Bell will have to go to the rear for unapproved adjustments. Row 3, a pair of Hendrick Chevys, Kyle Larson and Alex Bowman. Row number 4, a pair of Fords for Todd Gilliland and Brad Keselowski. Row number 5, Chris Buescher and Ryan Blaney in Fords. Here's Regan Smith.
Well, Mike, Ryan Blaney, always a threat when we come down to Daytona International Speedway. A 2-time runner-up in the 500 and has won a dual race back in 2018. Last year, though, running near the front. A hard, heavy impact into the wall after getting clipped. I asked crew chief Jonathan Hassler what the goal was tonight. He said, we just want to complete this race with the primary car. That would feel like a win. But with all that said, he also told me we have made some changes to the setup compared to what we would normally have here. We're trying something tonight that we think is going to make us better come
Sunday for the 500.
Thanks, Regan. Row number 6, Noah Gregson in a Ford. Daniel Suarez, a Chevrolet. Then in row number 7, rookie Riley Herbst and 7-time Cup champion Jimmy Johnson. Clint?
Well, let's dial up old 7-time, boys. Jimmy Johnson, Boyer and the boys up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, guys, how are you?
Well, man, after watching that first one, we're pretty busy up here, but I'm sure you feel a lot better being locked into this second one. Got a teammate back there with you. What you plan to get it to the front?
Yeah, we definitely want to be smart. You know, we've got a fast race car here. Thankfully, Carvana's come on board. We got Shaq on the hood, so we want to be smart here. See how this pit stop goes, and then get the best starting position we can.
Well, man, he's got Shaq on the hood. Speaking of that, I see it right there. It's time to dunk on him. Make him proud, all right? You know he's watching.
You got it, buddy. You guys have fun up there.
Row number 8, rookie Shane Van Gisbergen in a Chevrolet with Cole Custer in a Ford. Row number 9, Corey LaJoie trying to race his way into the 500, and Eric Jones in a Toyota. Jones' teammate John Hunter Nemechek in row number 10. Anthony Alfredo in a Chevrolet trying to race his way in, as is BJ McLeod from Florida in the number 78 trying to make the 500, and Cody Ware in the number 51 Ford. Let's check with our crew chief, Larry McReynolds.
You know, Mike, in the first duel, over half the field was in Chevrolets, but the Fords and the Toyotas, they held their ground. A Toyota, Bubba Wallace ended up winning the race. This duel right here, heavily weighted to the Ford camp. 10 Ford drivers, including all 3 Team Penske drivers. I want to see if those Toyotas and Chevrolets can run with these Fords now.
Well, we're about to find out. 22 cars will take the green flag on a night that has cooled slightly, but not much. You know, when that storm came through at 4:15, it took an 89-degree day and plunged it right into the high 70s. We've lost 4 degrees of ambient temperature and 3 degrees of track temp from the start of the night here.
Yeah, it's insane already.
The race-in cars in this group are 84, Jimmy Johnson, who was fastest in time trials last night, Corey LaJoie, Anthony Alfredo, and BJ McLeod. We're going to ride along with Joey Logano, the Hunt Brothers Pizza Cam, from the front row, and Christopher Bell with the Toyota Cam, including a spoiler cam on the rear of his car. There's a look at it, looking forward. Ryan Blaney will carry our Ford performance cameras, including a front bumper cam on his number 12.
That's not going to get broken.
And Eric Jones.
I have an update. Please.
Go on, Jack.
Haley will be going. Haley, backup car for Justin Haley.
Wow. It's that
Damage
serious.
is too serious to repair.
I saw that coming, sadly, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Ready for duel number 2. Another 60 laps ahead of us. Usually this is where the chaos sort of ensues. Speaking of shoes, I'm looking forward to taking off these Converse. Pinching my little toes at the moment. I need to use the other ones in the box. Ready for when we go tomorrow. Here's the importance of duel points. Kyle Larson last year was 9th at the duel finish. Tyler Reddick won it. That was 2 duel points to Larson, 10 to Reddick. Regular season points, 859 to Kyle Larson, 860 to Tyler Reddick. It was a points difference in that regular season. So duel points tonight, JT, count massively.
Yeah, they do, and, well, sometimes the duels, and definitely last year, the duel points decide the regular season points champion. Lights out, JB, and the pace car about to pull off down pit road to get duel 2 underway.
Ready, steady, and go then. The final duel at Daytona. 60 laps ahead of us, 150 miles, and let's see what we've got. Austin Cindric on the outside, Joey Logano on the inside with the livery from Helio Castroneves, an IndyCar. NASCAR goes green for Duel 2, and it's a good start. Immediately into the lead for Austin Cindric, cuts down low. Logano stays on the low line, so that promotes Denny Hamlin to the lead on the outside. Logano's going to push Cindric all the way around turn 1 and 2, and it's a comfortable start for the two at the front of the field as well as the battle begins on the backstretch, JT.
Yeah, battle begins, and I did notice we do actually have a restart zone sponsor. It doesn't really roll off the tongue as well as Geico, but I saw on that start, it's on the ground, it's the United Rentals restart zone. Doesn't really work, does it?
That must be
doesn't
just
really
for,
roll.
Just for this weekend, it looks like, then it'll be that. Because there's no permanent sponsor, we know, so that's going to be fun. So this is Denny Hamlin coming up to take the lead on the inside line. End of lap 1 of Duel 2. That's more like it, Fox. That was a better camera angle with the drone. So Cindric by 15 thousandths. Hamlin on the low line, and Hamlin now takes the lead through 1 and 2. Everyone running together, Jack, and now just concentrate in. These are, I think, fair to say, the smarter drivers, but more tetchy.
I would say that, but Corey LaJoy and Cody Ware are in the field. So.
Yeah. Lucky. Okay, maybe they're the two that lucky.
And Noah Gragson.
Gragson just crashes everywhere, so I'm always keeping an eye on him.
I still hold Gragson's Xfinity days against him, I'm sorry. I still hold those against him. He repped Stage Karam at Road America, caused like a 13-car pile-up.
You can watch the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series, especially the Xfinity Series. We're teaming up with USON to cover that this season as well. Matthew Owens and JT talking you through that one. And I think I'll be in pit lane, just watching the race for a change to come into it. Cindric battling with Hamlin. They're merging together. Larson's pushing Hamlin. Logano's pushing Cindric. Bowman and Gilliland are there as well as we come into 3 and 4. And this is just the cool start to the day. You don't want to react too soon, cause an accident like that with Cindric battling Hamlin and door bashing each other in the tri-oval section. One mistake, you're in the backup car, or worse, you're out of the duel. And you're out of the 500.
That's what Bell had to change.
Yeah.
Power steering.
So that's why Bell's dropped to the back of the field. He has already moved up into 20th place, though, just taking his time in this one. Hamlin's got the lead. Cindric's in there, too. You can see Larson now joining this battle. So is Alex Bowman. Only the one win last year, but Bowman doing incredibly well. That was at the rain-shortened Chicago street race. It's part of our intro, you can see. Looking good. Cindric, our 2022 Daytona 500 winner, battling with Denny Hamlin. Over the line. On board with Bell. Well, we're 5 laps in, and we've already managed to do more than the guys have. So well done, everyone. Jamie Little.
Drop to the back, then park it, not to risk anything. So I asked Austin Cindric, hey, you're locked into the front row, so how hard do you push? He said, I'm going to race as long as I can until somebody tells me not to. Of course, there's the risk versus reward, but how awesome would it be if he could win this duel? It'd be the first time, but it's also his crew chief, Brian Wilson's birthday.
Oh, excellent. He's going to go out for it, but he won't get into any stupid risks, will he, JT, though? He'll know that he's got a great opportunity come Sunday for the 500. This is just dueling points.
Yeah, you don't really need to risk it in the duels if you're already secure. There's the 88 of SVG on the inside of Ryan Blaney. Is it a little bit weird seeing him in the 88, not the 91 in the Cup? Maybe, possibly.
Yeah, 91 is taken.
There's been so many number changes and car changes over the winter break that it is very confusing, and I'm not the only one.
I've been revising them the whole time, to be honest.
I have also. I've got them stuck up on the commentary box monitor. You can't see it, but they're just literally the entry list is alongside the monitor here in the commentary box this year.
I have a whole section for all the different entry lists. Truck, Xfinity, Cup. I probably should put the ARCA one in there too, to be honest.
See, everybody. Oh, we all have comp notes.
Yeah, apparently I'm leading the ARCA race, and I haven't even looked at the ARCA entry list once. I have no idea who's racing in it,
I can send it to you if you want.
Other than yes, please. Other than Helio Castroneves, because Jack mentioned it.
Brandon Queen.
I will also add the fastest woman in Indy 500 history is also going to be there, Catherine Legg.
Boys, baby. Big shows on Sunday.
Oh, that's Big Earl.
Jimmy Johnson just says, well, calming himself down. He's already in. Jimmy Johnson is racing on the Daytona 500 come Sunday. Yeah, Catherine Legg going to be taking part in the Arca Menard Series race as well. Getting experience on the Daytona 500 oval circuit as well. So, Hamlin leads by a comfortable margin of 10th and a half to Cindric and Larson, Logano, Bowman in a little battle. Gregson's ahead of Gilliland now as well, over 7th and 8th position. And SVG's up to 11th, passing Ryan Blaney. And racing their way in, well, we've got Corey LaJoie 13th and Jimmy Johnson in 14th at the moment.
Why the hell is Corey LaJoie having done the fastest lap? Can someone please tell me what is wrong with the scoring monitor?
It is a 48
in a Rick Flair car.
Yeah, 48.293. You can't argue with that, Jack.
Fair play to him. Fair play to him. It's in a Rick Ware car. I got to
true.
give him some level of credit there. But yeah, I've sent JT. I sent you the ARCA entry list. So Wallach on pole tomorrow. Lawless Allen will be starting alongside him. I don't quite know how that happened. Well, I do know how it happened. It was a rain cancelled practice. No, Lawless Allen, of course, racing full time in ARCA this year. Be interesting to see how he gets on.
So I take it you're taking the ARCA race on your SRN, JT? He's talking, we can't hear him.
49 cars, 48 because one's with... wait, hold on. No,
45.
hold on. 45, yeah, what the hell? We're gonna...
40 cars on track
chaotic.
because 5 have failed to qualify after qualifying got cancelled, including the 15 of Venturini, Chase Pinasalt. Apparently they tried to pay their way into the 500, then realised ARCA didn't allow them to.
Ah.
But still, that's going to be chaotic. I have messaged Owen saying what is his plans for ARCA.
Yep. So, first break of the day. Hamlin leads, Cindric, Larson, Logano, Buescher, the top 5. We'll hand it to JT, who can press a button and I get... Is that working?
Can I?
Is that? Did you get that working, that button?
I don't know what was going with it. Yeah, it was all plugged in. It wasn't really doing the thing, so I don't know. This is why you need international pictures.
Sunday. Come Sunday.
JB, stop the clock. The Goodyear blimp is in the air and above Daytona.
I have seen it, and I have liked it, and I retweeted it, and I want that photo in better quality, because that will become our picture for this duel. Coming into it as well.
Nice. And a couple of car lengths in front now is the number 11 of Hamlin, and Larson separating from the number 2 of Cindric as well. And, well, if you put us on battle screen, JB, I've got a solution.
Yeah.
Look, ready?
Oh, here we go. He's just going to turn his television around.
I'm just going to turn my turn my camera around. There you go.
That'll do. So still, this reminds me of testing a couple of years ago with Formula One. Do you remember when we had the box failure? So only I could have TV pictures, so I had to point my camera at the television screen to anybody who came into the commentary box. That was quite annoying. When was that? It was 2023, maybe? No, maybe 22. When did we get Sky, Jason? When did Miami join Formula One?
I can't remember.
I think it was 23. God, how long has Miami been on the Formula One calendar?
You're going to make me search it up, aren't you?
Yeah, is it 2 or 3 years? Did it come in 22? Well, the first ever Miami Grand Prix was the first time we had Sky. Because we moved away from Virgin Media. And we haven't looked back since. So, lap 13 of 60 still coming through. Hamlin leading.
Was a thing in 2022, yes.
Ah, so there we go. Wow, we've had Sky that long. Still, we were told, oh yeah, we'll change the Wi-Fi coming into this season. It's this season now, and we haven't got any new Wi-Fi. So that was kind of predictable. JT's really looking forward to the fact that we're going to have TV pictures come Sunday.
I'm really looking forward to the fact that I can turn my camera around and jump scare you all.
We had it.
Jump scare.
That jump scare's frightening enough. No, I'm really looking forward to it, because then that means we can move Megan's laptop, the second one, into this commentary box, and we can have more monitors and more computers and more information. We only just redone this commentary box as well. It's going to need to be redone even more.
Race recap, as it's just disappeared off the screen. Lap 14 of 60. Hamlin, Cindric, Larson, Logano, Bowman, Buscher, Gilliland, Gregson, Hurst, and Van Gisbergen in the top 10, all side by side throughout the whole field. One singular car on the outside lane right at the back. Hamlin gets in front once again, and he's led 12 of the 14 laps. 0 cautions. We're caution free in Duel 2, a little bit like a Stage 2 podcast, guys.
Yeah, it's not getting great, is it, at the moment? We're sort of in a lull.
Shall I do a Stage 2 podcast thing?
Yeah, go on.
I've gone over from sprint cars to modifieds, but I am going back from modifieds to sprint cars because I've just seen they're doing a Crown Vic feature event.
Do you know how we have the weather update report and the hourly update stinger? We need Jess to record the Stage 2 podcast stinger for NASCAR.
Let me send you a photo of this. This looks like it's going to be interesting, and I don't...
Ooh, TV pictures. Logano closing in. He's trying on the outside to Larson. Got an attempted 3 wide further back with Cody Ware, I believe, trying to make it through. Not much happening at the moment. It really is sort of just calm it down before hell breaks loose. But Jack, I think this is what happened last year in Duel 2. Everyone was calm, and then it just turned on a dime.
Yeah, that happens at Daytona. Someone's going to make a move, and then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose. Also, Johnson kind of dropping back here. He's not going to be pushing that hard, I imagine, Johnson. Oh, no, it wasn't Johnson, my bad. I think it was someone else. No, he's not going to be pushing that hard, I imagine, Johnson. He's already locked in. Why damage the car at the end of the day?
Why damage it? Why risk it? And then again, 9 times out of 10, we know that these guys see red. Eric Jones is now the leader of this race, with Jimmy Johnson in second as a major reshuffle happens in the pack coming out of turn 4. So Jones now leads, and Jimmy Johnson back up into second.
International feed just went black for like 5 seconds.
We'll see if that happens to us then.
No, I'm synced up with you, so it hasn't.
Slightly alarming then. Kyle Larson.
Bit more than us. The 2 and the 22 have a set throttle position that they're just not going past. Very straight, linear in the data. Just let you know what's around you.
Cliff Daniels, crew chief.
You can expect to see, by the way, the Fox graphics more this year, as they are going to be the IndyCar graphics as well, with a few alterations as a heads up, as it's the same across the brand. We're starting to get 3 wide now, and this is where we start to get a little bit nervous as we come towards that 20 of 60, the 1/3 distance, and JT in the triangle 3 wide, and now this is the problem zone.
Yeah, up in towards turn 1, it's Blaney who is in between lanes 2 and 3. He moves down to the middle, on board with the number 20 of Christopher Bell, who has done well to go from the rear up towards the 9th place, and he's making moves right round the outside on the high line. He's got past the 34 of Gilliland, and he's about to get past Jimmy Johnson.
It's like a Hoover Jack as well, isn't it? They're just sort of just drawing themselves in more and more. And now
A microwave, now a Hoover. All right.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm trying to get them all in, all the household appliances. I'll see if
I
I
was
get...
just trying to be able to No, I was just trying to see where McLeod was. He's right at the back. He's still in the draft though, at least. So that's one thing.
3 wide for the lead. I'm suffering a lot of back problems at the moment today. If anybody is watching us on the stream and wondering why I'm trying to crack my neck and back a lot, it is 2:27 a.m. and I'm very low on sleep. As Bowman gets in there as well. There we go.
Did you sleep before the duels?
I had a 2-hour nap, yes.
Nice.
Maybe a 3-hour. I can't remember. All I know is I woke up looking dead.
I know I had at least 5 hours because I went to bed at like 6. And then I saw on the Ring doorbell that my dad got Chinese without me.
Oh,
right.
That's a sackable offence.
I agree.
Yeah. Gotta have Chinese. And the problem is, you can't reheat Chinese food because it just tastes wrong. It's gotta be eaten fresh. Is that just me? While we're 3 wide and anything can happen in the next half hour, I am very much of the person of... I got food poisoning a couple of years ago. Ironically enough, after eating Chinese food during the Chinese Grand Prix weekend. Ironically enough, I know. But I got food poisoning and I vowed to never reheat Chinese food. Ever. So yeah, there you go. A little thing for me. As we'll go back on cam, as JT needs to turn his camera around. So we can see, because 3 wide still at the moment.
Are you sure you're on battle camera?
We're on battle camera,
Are you sure you're on battle camera? Because last time you showed TV pictures.
Look, we can still show... To be fair, we can show TV pictures. That's the good thing. We can show replays of footage this year, and they're fine with it. Because we had it at Bowman Grey.
Because it's not Dorna.
Because it's not Dorna, yes.
You never showed the
Dorna,
video
you can't even
of the
talk
fire
about MotoGP.
in between the duels.
I couldn't find it. I did have a look. I couldn't find it. Say again, Jack.
As I say, Dorna, you can't even talk about MotoGP. It doesn't even matter if you use their footage; they'll strike you down.
Yeah. To be fair, I have just won the case to get Malaysia Day 2 back because they striked that a couple of days ago as well. So I've got that back. And I'm currently in the process as well of winning the Day 3 issue.
We had an issue with Day 3 as well.
Day 3 was the one we got banned for. Yeah.
Right.
Literally, though.
And if you won,
yeah,
you won that. So fair play to you.
Yes.
I mean, obviously, Dorna. A message to you guys. I know you're not watching. You probably are actually. But can you guys stop abusing the copyright system, please? Like, I mean. Firstly, it's like, even if he did use the footage, it would be fair use.
Mm.
Secondly, I probably actually might not be, to be fair. But even then, he's not using your footage, guys.
Literally,
he's not using it.
They copyrighted my voice. It was quite comical. To be fair.
The voice is that good, clearly, mate.
Yeah, they clearly want me. I'm better than the Dorna team, it looks like. Still battling here at Daytona as we're watching international pictures.
Don't you want...
Oh, my God.
I'll tell you one thing. The only good thing is that we did the Buildup test that we had this week. Day 1 was done on JBSportsXtra. We broke 100 subscribers.
Aren't we nearly like on 1,000 for JB2?
We really are. We're like
125.
Yeah, it's like 100. What is it again? 125. Yeah.
I think it's 879 currently.
So 121 away. We're so close.
Nope, you just got another one.
Hey!
880.
If you're subscribing, you're helping us get to 1,000 here on the second channel. So thank you very much. If you're watching us back on channel 1. Yeah. To be
Guys,
fair,
subscribe, haha.
I was very much worried that we wouldn't get 1,000. I wanted 1,000 during the MotoGP test, but it never happened. I was very upset.
We've got Moto2 and Moto3 coming up, though. 3 days of that.
Yes, and that is going to be on JB2. So that is going to be a very, like...
I have scheduled it all. It is literally the exact same timings across all 3 days, but one day is like Moto2, Moto3, Moto2, Moto3, Moto2, Moto3, and one is Moto3, Moto2, Moto2. It's just they've flipped it.
That's going to be quite annoying.
They are the exact same session times across the 3 days. 9 till 5, I think the sessions are.
Next week.
Yeah.
That could be interesting.
You know that debris?
Yeah.
You know that debris from last race that took ages to call?
Is there another?
Briscoe hit it.
Oh no!
Briscoe hit it. Rail is destroyed.
So that's what's happened to Briscoe.
Thanks, NASCAR.
They never think about it clearly, do they? They're very slow to throw the yellows, and it's always controversy.
JB, good luck. You are non-stop from the 18th to the 23rd.
Why?
5 days.
Atlanta.
Because, yeah, World Superbikes. But the Moto 2 and Moto 3 Jerez test is constant 9 AM till 5 PM, 3 days running.
Look, it's worth it. It's worth it to get the second channel to 1,000 subscribers. That's the goal. Ah! There you go. When was that even about? I don't even remember doing that. What race was that?
JB.
Yeah. Which is why everybody goes, ah! With the TV picture quality.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. That was a NASCAR. Rolex, yeah. Over the line. I don't like this new flag stand camera from Fox. It takes away the green flag moment, in my opinion. Because it's not the best... Oh, to say what I've just said, it's not the best camera quality. It's really quite bizarre.
Oh, international feed has gone black again.
Yeah, well, they're just trying to see who's where. Jones leads, Johnson second, Blaney third, Suarez fourth, Hamlin fifth, ahead of Bell 9-6. Alfredo ahead of LeJour. Is this what I've got to get used to? The international feed just randomly cutting out?
This is the first time it's done it.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I would have still the Fox pictures on one side of my screen, just so that I know what was going on there.
Good luck syncing them then.
Oh, I think I'll just leave it on.
Yeah, because if you sync it, then you'll lose the live again.
I'm not syncing it. I'll just have it on the side so I know as well. This commentary box is having more monitors than anything, but Megan has actually made a request. She wants to move this timing monitor because when she sits down, she can't see the television. And I'm with her on that, actually, because it's quite hard. Where I stand, I can see it fine, but where she stands, and she's quite a bit smaller, you miss out like on the turn names. Still, I hope we can cover World Superbikes. I really do, because we haven't got time.
Biggest Duel 2 podcast ever.
What is going on? It's like we haven't even had a caution. Then again,
We are running 8 miles per hour slower than Duel 1, by the way.
but we've
Probably because they're not
also,
going full throttle.
but we've also,
They've got a fuel save, haven't they?
That is true, yeah. They do actually. Fuel windows between, what is it, 40 and 45. So that's going to be a bit of a worry. I will just say, guys, as well, currently we're 24 minutes in and we're halfway, which means we would be done by 3.
If there's no cautions.
Yeah. So just let it keep going, sure. You know, I need sleep, it's fine. Literally, I woke up and got downstairs and I felt so bad. I was worse than Frankenstein. Monster, of course. Frankenstein was the doctor, Dr. Frankenstein. Then again, it's called Frankenstein, but it's Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein is the doctor. So it's a very, very weird thing. 43.
Random education here with Joshua Birch.
This is the Stage 2 podcast. It's unbelievable.
This is how boring this Duel has gotten.
Rebrand. We need to rebrand. It's Duel 2 podcast.
Yeah. This is how boring it's gotten. I am getting my little GoPro style camera and I'm making sure it's charged because it's going to be the gold cam tomorrow. Today.
Today, tomorrow, today. How do we... This is really bizarre, actually. It's not even an entertaining race. They're literally just stacked formation with each other. We had a bit of excitement a few moments ago when they went 3 wide, but this is literally just 2x2 pack running fuel simulation.
They saw Duel 1 and just thought, let's not do that.
Yeah, 4 cautions in Duel. Duel 1 was brilliant, to be fair. And yet the 500 is going to be absolutely amazing. And we know it is, because that's going to be flat-out racing.
The 500 was so good last year, and everyone's only remembering how terrible the ending it was.
The caution coming out, yeah.
Yeah, I hated that ending so much.
I still know the fact we've got a red flag coming out. Right, halfway in Duel 2 for the Daytona 500. Jones leads Suarez and Johnson over the line.
I'd also like to take this time to wish everyone listening from outside the US and in the time zone that we are in or ahead of, happy Valentine's Day. If you're not a motorsport fan, make sure to spend some time with your partner. If you are a motorsport fan, make sure to watch the Daytona truck race. I'm doing both.
Speaking as somebody who is single, I'm going to be commentating on Formula E and having a very, very, very good day.
You do love Formula E.
I do love Formula E. It's one of my favourites.
Yeah. When's the race start time for the race?
6 o'clock, I think, UK time.
AM or PM?
PM. And
Okay.
just a reminder,
I'll make sure I get back for that.
We'll be live again on JB Motorsports tomorrow for all the action from Formula E. So we get our channel back in time for the race. Not sure about practice 2. That might still be on the second channel. But certainly qualifying in the race should be A-OK.
I just saw something someone posted on my Discord server. Someone said, how do we get McLeod moving up through the field? We activate Operation Where. Wreck all races everywhere.
Cody Ware. Code Ware.
That's good, I like that.
So, as we see Snoop Dogg on the board, the T-Mobile advert, we still have no TV pictures, and I can guarantee you nothing is happening whatsoever right now. SVG, fastest lap of the race, just done. It's a 47.661, but 100. Oh, correction, it's changed to Noah Gregson. 191.367 mile an hour. That's a 47.030 lap time on the board as well. To come into it, I'm looking forward to all of the action. I'm looking forward to actually the content this year. We get to bring you Xfinity, but I'm not doing the broadcast. It's going to be a lot of fun as well. I'll do some. I'm not doing all of them. That's the way it goes this year. I step in and fill the blanks where we need to. And the good thing is, with Xfinity Racing, they can't, well, they can, but they don't usually delay it until the Sunday because of the main race. So, yay! It's going to be fun. Bubba Wallace won Duel number 1 here at Daytona around about 45 minutes ago. He's still partying hard. He got 10 points, Byron 9, Dylan 8, Chastain 7, Reddick 6, Armadinger 5, Austin Dillon 4, Elliott on 3, and that is Jimmy Johnson down pit road for fuel. So he's come in 5 laps early, topped it up to the end, and that's a brave call to try and avoid the traffic. Is that a good move there, Jack, do you think, for Jimmy Johnson?
Realistically, I don't think it matters because he's into the race.
Yeah.
So.
But
He doesn't really matter.
Does he want to win?
Making the show, making the money.
Does he want to win? Is he that type of driver?
Probably yes, to be honest. He's Jimmy. His last career win was in 2017, you have to remember.
Yeah, there's something else going on because it shouldn't have been out of fuel.
Oh, so according to his cruise chief, they say there's something else going on because everyone else should have been out of fuel.
Miscalculation.
Oh dear. Not good for the 84 squad.
He only just got a new crew chief too.
Yeah.
He's already going to get fired.
Entering 5 races this year is the 84 squad. Daytona is one of them. Brickyard is another. Then we've got also coming in for the Coca-Cola 400 and the Coke Zero Sugar 600. 600, yeah. 400? Yeah, Coca-Cola 600
He's gonna
Charlotte
get that.
and the Coke Zero Charlotte. Just, yeah, Charlotte and the second night race at Daytona. So there you go. The end of the regular season. And there's another one I can't remember what he's doing. Chicago, that's it.
Who are we on about, sorry?
Jimmy Johnson, the 5 races he's doing this year with Carvana.
I thought he was only doing 2.
5, we heard.
Oh, hold on, let me have a look.
Biggies.
I could be wrong here, but I thought he was only doing. I thought he was just doing 2. Only 2 listed on Wikipedia.
Oh, well, we heard it was Daytona. Daytona, Charlotte, Chicago.
Can I be that guy
and
talk about the racing?
Yes, go on. And Indy.
Where has Anthony Alfredo come from, and how has Daniel Suarez just come out of nowhere to lead?
Anthony Alfredo, he might be one of the best Xfinity drivers not to have a win.
He's always been up there, hasn't he? Anthony Alfredo.
Yeah, always been really. Not to mention he's had the support from RCR pretty much everywhere he goes. Don't get me wrong. But realistically,
Everywhere you go.
Constantly getting lapped. But Alfredo realistically has been one of those drivers who's always up near the front in Xfinity races, but he's never really had the pace to win. He's like a slightly worse Sheldon Creed.
Johnson's been lapped now by the field, so that miscalculation's cost him. That can't happen in the race come Sunday. That'll be a big no-no.
Will I give you guys a Sheldon Creed fact quickly?
Yes, go on.
Go on.
I'll give you a little Sheldon Creed fact. If he finishes second at Daytona this weekend, half of his top 5 finishes will have been second places. He is still yet to win.
I think we've redefined the bridesmaid, haven't we?
I am a Sheldon Creed fan to add to that.
Look at that, so damn close. Atlanta
Wow, Jack,
24.
I did not know that at all. Wow.
You don't understand the depression I go through being a Creed fan.
You don't understand the dirt I go through being a dirt and shale track fan.
You don't know the hate I go through being a hater of Danica Patrick.
That's normal though. That's a popular take.
And Mohammed Ben Salam.
Yeah.
That's also a popular take.
I walk into
Maybe
the F1
even
paddock.
more popular.
I walk into the F1 paddock this year, I'm just going to get shot. Probably by Danica as well.
As well as
Did
that,
I send you the video of the autograph specials going round Ringwood, JB?
No, you didn't. Maybe you did. I'm not. I will just point out that I've had people text me over the last few weeks. And I've just been dead to the world.
I did ping you in Manager's channel about it, but I will ping you again.
I have been
There
dead
you
to the
go.
world. It's like, for instance...
Oh my god.
Oh, that's getting a bit dangerous in the chat.
Carvana Racing have spelt Jimmy's name wrong.
How? How? They've been sponsors for years now.
They've spelled it J-I-M-M-Y. J-I-M-M-I-E.
Okay.
And the 3 comments under that is literally, who is Jimmy? Jimmy and IE.
Here's Jimmy.
That was a good reference.
Let me send you the video that I pinged JB. Hold on.
Bell in 20, we're
There
riding
you
with
go.
now. Let's have a look.
As soon as these came out on track and did 1 lap, I instantly fell in love with these. Absolutely was buzzing.
Anthony Alfredo's in 4th place, by the way. Oh, yes, I see the JT.
Yeah, I love those cars. Yeah.
Oh, you did
I don't
show me
even like
these.
what-
Yeah. They're so cool, aren't they?
I love the suspension on them.
Yeah. And I still need to go to Tongham.
I miss my one in Cleethorpes. We used to have a little stadium. It's now called the Meridian Showground. Unfortunately, it used to be a racetrack. We used to be cool.
Have we got anything on the 27th of April? Let me check.
There's a Formula 1.
Stop this lap.
Right, here we go, finally. They really have pushed it to the end of the limit here with fuel saving. It's why it's been so dull. But they are going to all dive down pit road this time. Do you reckon they can make it another lap, Jack? Harterfield's coming in now. Half are going to stay out.
No, it's Talladega and Donington touring cars.
That's it. Yeah, I'm away.
Which means I cannot go to Tongham on that day. No.
No, because that's the one race of the year I beg you to stay where you are to control the TV pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. The channel's very close to 1,000 subscribers, and you know what happened to 1,000 subscribers? We get monetized. Yes, Joshua Birch can make a ton of money out of all. No, he can become the next Mr. Beast with that channel, you know. But yeah, no, please do subscribe. It helps the channel a ton, guys.
Okay, because literally all the money, and JT can back me up on this, goes in to doing the trackside stuff. It's where it all goes. It goes on everything.
Basically, guys, all of the money goes into trackside stuff where I am either suffering trackside with JB or suffering in here controlling everything.
I brought you a Coke.
But then again, I am enjoying the production stuff more currently.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the production stuff. It's so cool.
Hey, I only really died once.
I can't really complain.
Penalty.
Yeah, Logano left with the fuel still attached. Oh, and the 12 as well.
Larson, Hamlin, Nemechek. Penalties. Speeding on pit road.
How about this? The man who started this speed week with a puncture and a broken steering column is now leading the race with Buscher pushing right behind. Brad Keselowski leading, has an advantage here, but they are going to come down pit road. They've waited the long time. They're praying for a yellow here. Try and race their way into a better situation. Who's continued on? Is that Cody Ware take the lead? Yes, Cody Ware takes the lead. 191.763 mile an hour as well. Stunning time. There's the speeding penalties. As
new graphic alert.
That is brand new with the police, isn't it? Like that.
They have stolen my job.
Oh, fuel. Who was that?
Are you alright, JB?
I think that was Chris Buscher, who left pit lane with the fuel rig attached and it fell off. No, it's Keselowski. It's Brad Keselowski. I couldn't tell from the camera angle we got, but Bob Pockrass immediately tweeting, Brad Keselowski has been given a pass-through for removing the equipment. He literally set off with the fuel rig still attached and it got pulled out midway down pit road. So that is not the restart he wanted. So Keselowski with a pass-through now. And look at the high line approaching now for Blaney. Oh, this race has suddenly turned into 11. Buscher is leading. And Keselowski's missed out on it. Not the way you want it to. Lap 48. Now lap 49. Yeah,
Keselowski passed through.
Yeah, that's for the fuel.
Removing equipment.
Oh, look at Cindric now. Keselowski's going down low. Cindric's going to go for it as well. Go to the inside line. Oh, and Busch goes defensive. Logano goes through contact. 48-6. And another as the
Bowman.
Bowman's going to hit the wall here quite hard.
He's going to hit hard. He's going to hit hard. Here we go. Oh.
No damage to the car, thankfully. They can buff that out. The 99 is Suarez. And the 6 of Keselowski with a broken toe link. Oh, caution's out.
Well, I think we can all agree that if there was grass there, it probably would have flipped.
Yeah.
Nope. Maybe I'm the one person here who says that I think the grass had absolutely nothing to do with Ryan Priest's flip. It had everything to do with the barrel rolls, though. That's something I can agree with. The flip itself, I don't think it had anything to do with, and Josh Berry's flip proved that for me.
Yeah, the flip was literally just the flip was the speed and getting the air underneath it. The
We need you to record a Sparks Fly at Daytona.
Let's have a look then. Who causes this? It's not like a train effect, wasn't it? Oh, they all checked up because of what Buescher was doing. And Suarez lifted, Bowman didn't see it, slams into the back of him, and that just...
Glasgow's an innocent bystander there, isn't he?
Yeah, that definitely would have flipped the angle that it went in at.
So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's moaned at Rolex saying, why have we got it? Why has they removed it? That's why. Safety.
No, look at the angle the 48 went in. That would have definitely flipped over the chicane.
Yeah, it would have.
That's a fair point. If it had caught the grass, 100%.
So Bowman's safe there. This is on board with Blaney.
Because it literally got turned and it literally followed the line in as the Rolex Daytona chicane. So yeah, that was basically 99 wanting to do the road course.
They're gonna red flag it. So we get a 10 to go. So there we go.
I want to say, guys, you know what's good?
Yeah.
McLeod is a few places closer to qualifying in.
Where is he on the board now?
He's still probably dead last.
No, he's 15th.
He's 15th. Ahead of
Oh,
Jimmy,
let's go! Come on, boys!
ahead of Jimmy Johnson on that board, which is
McLeod is better than Johnson, guys. Officially confirmed. You heard it here first.
So
I think, I've got a feeling we are still on USON. So hello to USON. Matthew Owen sent me a message like 6 minutes ago saying we're on USON. So hello USON if we're on USON.
Hello, everyone.
And good news.
Is it another Dacia?
Sandero. No, I'm joking.
We both knew it!
Matthew Owens has said there's no plans to do ARCA.
I love how we both knew exactly where we were going with that one. We spent too much time working together.
So, yeah. Matthew Owens, we will talk to you about ARCA.
Sounds like it's a Hitman. Oh, do you know, brilliant thing I watched the other day. I know it came on Netflix a couple of years ago, but New York City versus the Mafia, or the Netflix true crime documentary. Oh, awesome! Awesome video with the FBI tapes.
Matthew Owens will see you now.
For some reason, as soon as she said that, all I could think about was The Graduate, Mrs. Robinson. That's the song. We'd like to know a little bit about you for our file.
Yes, we are indeed still on USON 2, so hello everyone on USON 2. I have just checked.
And if you listen to us, that means on US...
Is it on YouTube? Check the chat.
USON is on Mixler. Hello, everybody listening.
Okay.
That means...
You know that platform existed still.
I'm just trying to think on USON, that means that you've got, I would assume, basketball or ice hockey.
So...
It's one of the two.
So has Owens disappeared to that then?
No, he didn't cover that.
Ah, so where has Owens disappeared to?
Probably taking a break after stage one.
It's NHL Four Nations, United States versus Finland.
Is that hockey league?
Yeah.
Is that,
Finland.
Is that ice hockey or just hockey? As in normal
hockey? Ice hockey.
Ice hockey,
yeah.
The one that has tons of fights.
I used to have a partner who did hockey. Like, she did proper hockey. She had
field hockey?
Yeah, she had the most bizarre injury on her leg. Literally the most bizarre injury because she had one of the pucks fly right into her, and she's got a massive chunk out of her leg on her upper thigh. She's got a massive chunk.
See?
Yeah.
See?
Ryan Priest's accident from a couple of years ago.
It is literally identical.
So if that grass was there, it would have barrel rolled.
The angle that Priest and Bowman went in at was completely identical. You cannot tell me that would have not been a repeat if the grass was there.
Well, they say the grass is green on the other side. Alex Bowman definitely is thinking that black
Right,
tarmac
I
is
am
better.
going to search Daytona grass in Twitter and see what is being said.
On X, JT. X.
I don't care.
10 to go.
Refuse to call it X.
You have to respect our Lord and Master Elon Musk.
Not mine.
Not mine either.
Jerry has said it's sad to see Daytona remove the grass on the backstretch and destroy the track.
Jerry?
Jerry. That
Who's
is
Jerry?
what the thoughts are on Twitter.
Spot about the chaps.
Also, this single-handedly, I think, has saved BJ McLeod's race.
Does anybody know why we called, in the Second World War, we called the Germans the Jerrys? Did anyone figure that out? I'm a historian.
JB, I am pausing you there. It's not
Tommy.
just me who picked up on the grass. Jeff Gluck has just said, nice observation by FS1 to show how the lack of grass saved Bowman from a worse crash there.
All I'm going to say is, if you want analysis that's better than Fox, you come to JB Motorsports. We've actually got the same stuff here, and we always put on
Because we covered fire that Fox
Okay,
forgot.
Brad, you're done.
Is he gone? Yeah. Has he gone back
His
out?
suspension's broken. He's done.
Yeah, he's done. Larson heading back out there. Buscher leads at 9 to go, though, despite his aggressive fighting techniques. Kind of expected that to be him for him, though, really. 6 career wins. It's in his 11th year in the Cup Series. Now, what's this fuel?
Suarez done for the night.
Ah, okay. That's the... Oh! That's a splash and dash of Sunoco there for Chris Buscher. Sipping, literally. That's probably less... He took less fuel up on it than what's in my glass up in the commentary box. And I'm nearly out of vodka.
It's time to do a Toto Wolf.
Smash that.
Owens, I've sent you a message. Check your email. Check your email. Owens has said we are good to take Arca on a USON channel.
If we have timings, we can cover it here, but I don't think we have timings.
That's what I've said.
When's the ARCA practice session? That'd be a good time to see the system and see if
Owens has said that was a fun hockey conversation, by the way.
Oh, about the partner with the hole in the leg, yeah.
Yeah,
it's a massive...
thanks for that. What is it? 2:59 a.m. in the morning.
Massive
I
scar.
watched JB Motorsports at 3 a.m.
Where we mention random stuff. 1 to go being signalled. It's time to go dark in the commentary box. I can't see a thing. You guys on USN 2 can't see because you're audio only.
Thing is, I know Kate watches still because she doesn't have Sky. So by chance, if she's watching, hi.
Guys, stand by. The Oracle is typing.
So Buscher, Cindric, Logano, LaJoy, Gregson, top 5. Blaney, Van Gisbergen, Alfredo, Jones, Custy, top 10. Gilliland, Ware, Herbs, Rally Herbs, Bell, Hamlin, Nemechek, Larson, Johnson, McLeod as well, and Keselowski still registered. Only 2 out is the 6 and the 99. So Keselowski's now officially out. Bowman's behind the wall. Looks like he's going to be out as well, isn't he? And the 99. So 3 retirements. The 6, the 99, and the 48.
I have ordered Matthew Owens to join us because Seth bailed after half of the race, so it's better for us than...
Yes. I thought he was joining anyway. He said, I'll be there for the second one. So, here we go then. Well, Duels are usually one of the rare times me and him get to commentate together. NASCAR have just tweeted, hold on. 8 to go. That's a roundabout.
Owens, stop making excuses. Join up.
Well,
That is not a request, that's an order.
Well, to be fair, it's nice because usually I never get to do US Red NASCAR unless something really catastrophic's gone wrong and it's a Monday race. Here we go. Ready. 8 will become 7. Green flag. NASCAR is green again at Daytona. Bush is on the outside, Cindric on the low line.
He's here.
Matthew Owens has turned up just as we head back to green flag running.
I felt very pressured.
I was about to say put 1 in the chat if you want Matthew Owens to join.
Also, my hair looks awful. My hair looks absolutely awful, but who cares? We're racing with 7 to go. Go, Josh!
Well, this is going to get interesting because you've got Logano on the outside line, still desperate to try and find something, and I think he might just have it, JT, because he's got that extra push line.
Yeah, possibly. Coming around turn 4, about to start. 6 to go now in the final duel. Duel 2, it's Cindric in front. Logano just got the edge of on the 17 of Busher, but they're still side by side. A couple falling off the draft right at the back as well.
Better late than never, Matthew. Nice to have you on again. What did you make of race 1?
Race 1 was madness, and I think we're going to get madness here towards the end of this one because Anthony Alfredo is going to have to get desperate here very shortly, unless, well, they just moved LaJoie back on timing and scoring. That's not right. He's 5th. So yeah, Alfredo's going to have to get extremely desperate here because he's got to pass LaJoie, and what? He's about 7 cars back of him.
Who was that who went straight from the low line straight to the high line right at the back? Couldn't work out who it was, but they went from lane 1 straight from lane 3 and very nearly went into the wall. Then they're doing it again.
Can't tell who it is from that angle. On Bubba Logano.
Oh, what a great camera shot. Wow, Fox.
Look, I'm still annoyed with Mr. Fire. That's literally, it's like, oh, look at Logano. Well, that's what we need to see. He's pushing Cindric to the lead. So Bush has dropped back, and here comes Gregson on the lower line as well. Low line seems to be faster as the cooler track picks up. We saw that yesterday in qualifying, though.
Yeah, that fire there. Fox didn't pick it up, Matthew Owens. You are welcome for JB Motorsports. But their fire extinguishers were questionable. They used 5 bottles of water, like 500ml bottles of water on it. There was not a fire extinguisher in sight. I don't know what was happening.
Tell you what, Corey LaJoie is in a great spot right now. He just needs to keep Ryan Blaney behind him because the worst thing that could happen to Corey right now is getting bailed and pushed out of the draft because Alfredo is only 2 cars back of him. So LaJoie is second on the outside. He's got Blaney and Van Gisbergen between himself and Alfredo.
Jack, this is getting very much closer to being a big one because they're all starting to push now a bit further, and we're seeing a few of them, the rear stepping out ever so slightly. They're jumping around. They're not looking at each other anymore.
People are going to start taking more risks. I get this is only a qualifying race. I think mainly it's going to be the open cars who are going to be taking more risks. Realistically, the open cars, they technically have less to lose to an extent. And obviously Beard Motorsports will want to get in too. Because I remember the last time they failed to qualify for a race, they didn't get the rest of the season done.
Logano pushing, Cindric helping out teams, but Corey LaJoie's really pushing now, Matthew, isn't he? He was almost stepping out. He's desperate, as there we see, well, is that Cody Ware with Riley Husband as well, just battling out? Yes, it is, further back, 3 wide.
Yeah, Alfredo, though, is going to have to get really desperate here. We're down to 2 to go. Here he goes. He's going to try to make a 3rd lane happen. I mean, he needs someone to go with him, but he had to break out of line because he's got to pass LaJoie, but no one went with him.
Nah, he's dropped back, so that's his day done. He's dropped behind as well now. He's falling into where McLeod is. He's behind BJ McLeod, so that's going to be bad for Alfredo. Unfortunately for him, Corey LaJoie's been in 5th position as well. 2 trains happening, and I'm trying to see who's leading. It is the 17 on the outside line, but Cindric's got the front, being pushed by Logano and Gregson and the 43 of Eric Jones. Bush is still on the outside. It's putting him in third, but he's round about fourth, maybe even fifth on the board now. White flag in the air for the last of the racing here. Oh, and now already we're 3 wide of the line. They've gone early. Here's the 3 lines, and now it gets tasty. This will be when the big one happens.
Well, and this is basically a practice session for the finish. I know it's just a qualifying race, but if you're practicing for the finish on Sunday, here's a chance to figure out where you need to be and how big your pushes need to get. Here comes Eric Jones!
Jones on the outside, being pushed by Busher. Logano's getting him, he's out of shape. Hamlin's in there too, the 43, then he touches the 2. 17 getting a push from behind. Look as well at Corey LaJoie. He's on the outside, he's going to try and go high to Busher. Not going to work out. Cindric's got the low line as well. He's going to run to the line with Eric Jones. Here's the 4 wide, 5 wide. There's the contact. And Larson's round as well. But it's photo finish at the line. And it's Eric Jones who wins Duel 2. Caution's out. And it's a big one on the line as well. The 88, the 62, the 35 in there as well, the 5. And the 51 as well.
Wow.
And LaJoie got through it, and Alfredo didn't, so LaJoie is in.
Alfredo 13th on the list. Johnson down to 19th, but he's in. Keselowski in 20th, but he's in too. Eric Jones, 2 unlikely winners. Right, what happened here? Because it all started further back. Well, where's the caution light?
Looking at the finish.
Yeah, they're going to be freeze framing this on the line, but the caution came out, so it depends on when the yellow flew.
I thought Jones got it at the time.
Oh, it's 4 thousandths of a second to the line. Well, is that the official angle though? That's the question.
Yeah, they had the yellow light on, so it's all that line means nothing. It's all about when the moment of caution.
It's under review.
When it flew.
Under review.
Oh, Corey LaJoie damage as well. 25. Right, let's have a look at that crash further back. Larson's already in the grass.
See, the yellow light's on. The yellow light is on before they've gotten to the line.
Yeah.
So
I thought Eric Jones got it at the time, but...
why throw the yellow? They were a few hundred feet from the line. Just let them get to the line.
This is the pointless situation that they put us in.
Realistically, though, it doesn't matter as much, because Eric Jones is going to be starting on that row no matter what, because Cindric's locked in on the front row.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the only thing that it matters is
Who
the
gets
trophy and the winning money. Exactly.
And pride. But Eric Jones can actually say he won something for Legacy.
Trying to see who's involved in that accident who didn't cross the line. I've not classified Larson, Riley Herbst, Anthony Alfredo, Shane Van Gisbergen, and Cody Ware. They, I believe, are the drivers involved in that because they have not re-entered pit lane as well. So it's 11 to 15. So Alfredo, Matthew, was caught up in that accident. That's why he didn't get through it, as you said.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, and LaJoie got through, so LaJoie is in, Alfredo's out, McLeod is out. Eric Jones is celebrating as if he's won.
Well, they're going to interview Eric Jones as the winner, but it is still under review.
But, by the way, I've been saying this for a while now. This is another point of, we used to have an overtime line, and it was the most ridiculous rule in the history of time. But we do need to have a line somewhere, whether it's halfway down the backstretch or the approach to the final corner, where when we cross that line, if a crash breaks out, we're not throwing a caution. You're racing back to the line. Because to throw the caution at that point was absolutely ridiculous, and by the angle that they're showing here, I think Austin Cindric was in front.
Yes, he was. That's when
Yes,
the caution...
Cindric gets it.
So, yeah, but that's the wrong angle. It's all about angles. You get it all the time. They need the telemetry data, but they're not going to get that. This is going to be really tricky. So it's Austin Cindric who might have the win here.
Austin Cindric is the winner.
Wow. So they've
Way to go,
confirmed it.
NASCAR, ruining an amazing finish.
Yeah.
That is disappointment for Eddie Jones, who's on the front stretch waiting. Wow.
Still under review according to Jeff Locke.
I went for Chris Wright.
It is now official, yeah.
Yeah.
Night, sorry.
Confirmed. Austin Cindric wins Duel 2 at Daytona. But
That is a bit of a mess, guys.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
well, stage 2, sorry, Duel 2 does seem to be even more of a mess than what it normally did. And there you go. And my heart goes out to Eric Jones there.
Caution, the 2 was ahead of the 43. Race winner is the 2.
That's the NASCAR official channel.
I thought that was coming from you, JB. I thought you had the officials channel up, but they have, to my memory, never broadcasted the officials channel on Fox.
That's news to me. I heard it come through, and I thought, oh, I'll turn that on.
Because that's the channel that I have in my when the NASCAR live timing website actually wants to work.
Jamie Little.
And Austin said, well, what just happened? Well, Eric thought he was the winner, but you are officially the winner. You get your first dual race win. How about that?
Cool. I feel bad for Eric having to go all the way over there, but obviously they made a great move on the last lap there. Joey and I were kind of sitting ducks with the middle lane fading there, and no, obviously we had really fast discount tire Ford Mustang. Super proud of my team and everyone to go out here and execute. Thank you to Brian for letting me race. It was very difficult to maybe persuade that, but it was his birthday, so this is a good birthday present for him. But yeah, overall proud of everybody at Team Penske getting lined up there. The execution of the cycle there, it's cool, but still a lot to go for the race. But I feel so bad he had to drive all the way over there. That's terrible.
Are you and Joey good? I saw you guys discussing just kind of what transpired there.
Oh yeah, no, we were just talking about how we could do it better, or the next thing. I mean, these stage-like scenarios are going to keep coming up, and you want to execute them the best as possible. I think Joey and I worked super well together that whole run, pretty much, from the start of the race all the way to the pit cycle, to coming off on the green flag stop. So Joey's a pro, and happy to have a guy like that behind me.
Watch this. Look at how close this is.
I honestly thought I got him, but I wasn't going to sit there and argue about anything. But it's it's awesome. Glad to put on a great show for the fans here, and looking forward to fun light. Oh, caution! See, these are the things I don't know. You have to educate me. But no, awesome result for everyone on the 2 car, and looking forward to starting the front row.
Great job by you. Great job for your team. Regan.
Well, photo finish for the win, but what was not a photo finish was Corey LaJoie racing his way in to the Daytona 500. Never in doubt. Seemed like you put yourself in position at the right times, and you're going to race on Sunday, Corey.
Regan, you forget how special this race is, right? When you have to race for it, you have to earn it. Because when you're racing full-time, it's just the first one of 36. But when it's the one that you think about for months, it means that much more. And it means so much for that Rick Ware group. Those guys work so hard for the little group. And for Duramax and Take 5 to be in their first Daytona 500 too means a lot. I'm pumped up, man. I wasn't that stressed going in, but I am super relieved right now. Shout out to everybody back at the new Smyrna house. My wife, Kelly, I'm sure she's pumped up too. But we got 500 miles on Sunday to see if we can get a little closer to the front.
Enjoy the 500 on Sunday. Congratulations.
Not a bad race at all. We're going to wrap up here on JB Motorsports, so we'll have a second to talk to the guys. And Jack, starting with you, what did you make of tonight's Duels?
NASCAR making wrong officiating calls even before the season starts. That said, I don't mind. Both of the guys I like, so I'm not really that bothered. It doesn't impact the starting lineup that much. Just about the points and the money, but realistically this doesn't impact the starting lineup, so I'm not really that bothered. Still gets 4th. Excellent race from him. Excellent race from Cindric too. Brilliant job from him. And hopefully he does well in the 500. He obviously has won this race before, so he knows how to get it done.
JT?
Tom Dillon for NASCAR race director.
What's he said?
No, Tom Dillon is a race official for karting, so he should do NASCAR.
There is
He'll probably
two.
do a better job.
We have one as well, so that doesn't help. Coming through. Matthew?
But yeah.
Oh, sorry, go on, JT.
Good race. Good duel too. Here's another replay.
So this is the crash. Ah, okay. Now I see it.
Moment.
So the 20 just collects it all. Oh. It's such a mess when that happens.
That's a lot of tore up race cars when there was 1,000 feet to go. And now all of those guys are going to have to go to a backup car, and now you're going to have to really take advantage of these 2 practice sessions before Sunday to try to work these backup cars in, because Herbst is absolutely going to a backup car. Ware, Custer, Van Gisbergen, Alfredo would have, but he's not in the race.
I wonder if Bell might get a penalty for that, because he caused all that with tagging the back.
I know for a fact that the starter was so happy waving the yellow with the checkered because of how gently he was doing it.
It's very frustrating that we can't have more common sense about throwing these yellows on the last lap. I think we're about to hear from Eric Jones here.
Moon.
Wide range of emotions here in the past 10 minutes for you. You just watched the clip on the camera with us right there. What are you thinking right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's a wide range of emotions. It's a bummer. You know, it's the rule. I mean, if the yellow's out, the race is over, and it's unfortunate. But either way, the Advent Camry was Advent Health Camry was really fast. So it was fun running up front, fun leading some laps, fun contending for the win. And you know, I don't know what I did everything I could. So it just didn't work out, and you know, hopefully we can be in that same spot again Sunday.
Take a look over here with us. We'll watch through the end of it real quick one more time. Just tell me what you were thinking as we were coming up to the start-finish line, and of course, tell me what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think it's fairly clear we're behind when the yellow's out, and yeah, it's unfortunate, but I mean, yeah, you're just kind of setting yourself up. You know, you're in that situation, you're expecting to race to the line, and you're trying to just get that momentum and that run built to where you can pull yourself ahead at the line. And I think we did that, but it just was not quite soon enough. So, yeah, it's just unfortunate. You know, I hate it that it just didn't work out. There's so much going on with our group and rebuilding and trying to get better. It would have sure been nice to take some pictures of victory lane for everybody. But overall, I think we got a good car. So, yeah, it's tough, but we'll go on to Sunday.
Very good car. He showed a lot of speed tonight. Thanks, Eric.
Matthew, your closing thoughts, please.
I think Austin Cindric, I mean, we can talk about the controversy of him winning this race or whatever, but point remains, it is just a qualifying race, and he was in position to win it. He's clearly got a very fast car. He clearly has a fast car both in qualifying and in race trim. He knows how to work the draft. Remember, he was leading in the final laps of the playoff race at Talladega last fall before he got wrecked on the back stretch. He's won this race before. I think what we've seen the last 2 nights has to put Austin Cindric towards the top of the favorites list on Sunday.
It's going to be such a good race, isn't it? And you can join us back on JB Motorsports for that one on the main channel as well. But back tomorrow, though, with all the action. We've got, was it Trucks first, JT? And then ARCA? So it's ARCA Trucks, Xfinity.
ARCA Saturday.
So what's tomorrow?
You're going to make me get the commentation shot,
Trucks,
aren't you?
Trucks are tomorrow night.
There we go.
ARCA is Saturday afternoon. Xfinity is Saturday evening.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, the Cup race. And that ARCA race, by the way, is on Fox, not FS1.
Oh.
That'll be the first ARCA race to be nationally televised in the U.S. ever.
If we can find timings, we'll definitely broadcast it because it's Daytona, and I know JT and Jack, you're both covering that. I will be around. We'll figure out who's calling the truck race. It'll probably be JT and Jack again.
Yeah, I'd be cool with that.
There you go. And Matthew and JT have
race as well. My goodness.
Yeah, it's Daytona, and then you've got Matthew. You've got Xfinity with JT. I'll be in pit lane for that one. I'll just be shoving things around.
Yeah, I should be good for everything.
And then I'll be back and we'll separate on USRN with Matthew covering the 500, and we'll cover it here as well on JB Motorsports. So on JB Motorsports, thank you very much for joining us. We're going to sign off. We'll let Matthew deal with USRN, and we'll see you tomorrow for all the start of the racing action as well as practice 2 for the Daytona 500. Take care. Bye-bye.